.708 already right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian here, Lauren here, Jake here, you here. Radio, streaming at Q92radio.com. And, of course, we are now live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Thank you guys for having us on. Anyway, you're checking us out. We appreciate it. Again, told you, busy show today. It's all kicking off this hour. We are giving away tickets to see Bert Kreischer, the Fully Loaded Comedy Festival coming to Hall of Fame Village on June 20th. We're going to give away tickets to see that show. Full of amazing comedians. Going to be a lot of fun. Tickets go on sale to the public Friday at 10 a.m. at hofvillage.com. So we have those to give away for you. 8 o'clock hour. Brand new contest to announce. And around 8:15, we're going to be talking with Brent Smith and Zach Myers of Shinedown. Kind enough to be joining us. Success of their song, Symptom of Being Human. Been around for a while, a lot of hits. Talk about that with them around 8:15. 9 o'clock hour, we'll be talking to comedian Ben Frank. Will be joining us on the phone line. He's performing this weekend, doing a couple shows tomorrow night, as a matter of fact, at Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon. We're going to be talking to him on the phone, and we're going to be giving away tickets to his show. We have that coming up for you here. Text messages while we have a minute. Hopefully, Chevrolet don't let the Colorado driver down. Had a 2005 Equinox or 2014 Equinox. Both of them went a little over 300,000 miles.
Wow, that's
bang for your buck.
Yeah, it is.
Good morning from Payroll Girl. Good morning, Payroll Girl. Fire Chief checking in. There's nothing like getting in command vehicle and hearing Tupac definitely hit me in a good way after this. Love each other.
I know, I came in singing. I was like, yeah.
Oh, I hit you guys with that late in the hour. I snuck that one in.
That was good.
Good morning, everybody. The Lumber Guy checking in. And Carrollton to North Canton checking in when I should have checked in an hour ago, but yet my alarm didn't go off, and I am now just on my way to work. I hope that's not an indication of how my day is going to go.
Oh, me
We've all done it.
Yeah, we have.
Well done. Lauren, how are you recovering? Someone wants to know.
Fairly well. I slept so much. Christian, you know what I did? I went and got the Alka-Seltzer.
Did it not make your day more manageable? Not a cure.
It knocked me out.
Did it?
It made me so tired, but it worked. Like, I got some decent sleep.
Yeah? Were your symptoms not a little lessened? I'm not saying gone, but were they made it more able to just get through the damn day?
It really helped me, especially like when I was making dinner. Like, I went and got it at like 3:30 because I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I drank it, and like by about 4:30 or so, I could feel it.
And you feel when it wears off too.
Oh yeah.
Because all of a sudden you're like, oh.
I felt it kind of kick in because my head started feeling weirder. Does that make sense? Like, you know how when it dries you out, how it feels like your head's like detached, like wonky?
Yep.
Yeah. I had that sensation, but I will say it made me so tired.
I don't get that. I don't know if they have like
a
drowsy, non-drowsy one. I don't know.
See, it didn't say that, but there is an antihistamine on the package. And when I started feeling that tired, I Googled it. I was like, oh, side effect is drowsiness. I was like, well, duly noted. Can't drink this before I head out the door to work tomorrow.
Fair.
But yeah, we're getting there bit by bit.
No, I'm a fan of it. Like I said, it's not a cure. But if you have a day you got to power through and you have no choice, you take that, you will be able to get through the day.
I even sang the song. I was like, flop, flop. Because that's what it was. Oh, what a relief it is.
Yep. Dental Girl checking in. Happy Thursday. Good morning to you. Good morning. Child Support Girl checking in. Good morning to you too. It is 12 after 7 already. Jack Harlow loving on me. It's Q. So I was scrolling social media yesterday, and I just kept seeing it.
Yeah.
Canton Pickle Fest.
Yep.
2024. Question number 1.
Yeah.
Is this the first Pickle Fest for Canton?
I believe so.
Okay. I'm like, been working in Stark County for about 11 years.
It's the first one I've heard
I
of.
don't recall, although everyone knows I could be sometimes oblivious to things. Okay. Never heard of Canton's Pickle Festival. I know pickleball has become really big over the last 5 years, but Pickle Fest is coming to Centennial Plaza this summer, June 15th.
Yes.
So that's question one. Is this the first? My answer, Lauren, who I trusted source as far as I'm concerned,
Oh, thanks.
is that's a no. This is the first.
Yeah.
Second, what is Canton Pickle Fest? I know other places have Pickle Fest. Are we simply celebrating pickles for a day?
Well,
I mean,
if
if we're getting like bare bones, zooming in and not zooming out, I'm sure there's more to it.
first of all, pickles deserve an entire day or 2 or 3.
Pickle Fest.
Yes. And second of all the other pickle fests that I've ever heard of is like literally like one of the state fairs, and I can't remember, took one of those jumbo pickles and wrapped it in a fruit roll-up.
Mm-hmm. Pickle and a fruit roll-up.
Then dipped it in chocolate. And after it came out of the chocolate, they rolled it in Pop Rocks. Like they do all these obscure, I know, right? They do all these obscure things. I mean, it's truly for the pickle lover. Do you love pickles?
Not at all.
You do? What?
No, I don't like pickles.
Jake?
No.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, everything I say, everywhere I go, no pickles.
Oh my God.
Hamburger, no pickles. Chicken sandwich, no pickles.
So you're saying you're not going to Pickle Fest?
No, not at all. Just because I may not like to eat a pickle doesn't mean I don't want to go to Pickle Fest. I'm curious because it was really flooding my news feed. So I'm curious what all entail. It's just going to be pickle vendors? Try my pickle? No, try my pickle?
Well,
I
first
dip
of all,
my
don't
pickle
say it
in
like
this.
that.
I put my pickle in that. Everyone putting their pickle in things?
No, don't. No.
Hmm?
No. It's like everything pickle themed. Like, yeah, you'll have different vendors. You'll have people that'll do like a pickle flatbread. You'll have people that do pickle pizza. You'll have people that do, pickles deep fried and wrapped in something.
Will there be
like,
pickle contests?
Possibly.
Biggest pickle? Thickest pickle?
You're such a child.
Don't make it perverted.
Oh, really?
Don't make it.
You say stuff like
what
that, and
have
then you
I
look
said
at me like that.
Besides pickle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a tickling contest.
I doubt it.
Tickle the pickle.
Q92. A little milder for your Thursday, 54 degrees for the high today. Any morning clouds and fog should give way to sunshine for the afternoon. Nice. Overnight, mostly cloudy skies return, a low near 41. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Christian and Lauren in the morning on Q92.
Right here on today's hit music, Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Still to come this hour, Bert Kreischer's Fully Loaded Comedy Festival is coming to Hall of Fame Village, and we're going to give away tickets to that coming up later on this hour. Be listening for the cue to call when you hear it. Be caller number 10. Said railroad worker checking in. Shout out to Rochelle. Great day, sexy.
Whoa.
Damn. Get after it, sir.
That's right.
Get after it. We have that coming up for you. 8 o'clock hour. Brand new contest to announce. We'll be getting a finalist for that, both on the radio and at Q92 Radio's Facebook, YouTube, and X. We're going to get a stream finalist for our new contest. So that's coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. We announce we'll get the finalist at 8 o'clock hour. Stream finalist, end of the show as always. So if you'd like a chance to become a finalist for the new contest, I would go over, like it, like the live video stream, interact in the comments section. That is how you become eligible to be randomly selected at the end of the show. Also, the 9 o'clock hour, comedian Ben Frank will be joining us on the phone. He'll be performing at Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon. He's doing 2 shows tomorrow night, and we're going to give away tickets to that show after we talk to him on the radio and on the stream as well. So if you'd like a night at Crackpot's to see some comedy, be sure to go over to our Facebook, YouTube, and X. Like the live video stream. Interact with us in the comments. We put LOL or the laughing emoji in there so we know you'd like to go see some comedy. And we'll select one of you and hook you up with that at the end of the show as well. So we got a lot. Not to mention Shinedown joining us around 8:15 this morning to talk to the show. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a busy show.
Delivery guy checking in. Good morning. Good morning, delivery guy. How are you? Glad you're with us. Glad you're with us. Ooh, 7:23. It's Notorious B.I.G. I feel like all I could do right now is just explain what we're doing.
Well, it was so much.
No time.
It took so much time.
It's Hypnotized. Notorious B.I.G. It's Q. Sleep to the ID channel every night. At home, I have a fan on in pitch black, but if I go anywhere and stay at a hotel or a friend's house, I go to YouTube, put on white noise, or go to Spotify and put on an airplane sound.
They have apps too. Like I have one that sounds like a fan on my.
Yeah, that one Calm, the app.
Oh
Calm.
yeah, I have that. Well, for a while I had a paid
pay?
subscription.
You have to pay.
You get some things free. It's better to pay though.
I fall asleep to the sweet sounds of Judge Judy, someone says
There
on the
you
test
go.
line.
Justice.
See on YouTube. I just I now fall asleep to Bluey
Well,
because of my 2-year-old.
yeah.
That's fair. I use the small air filter system in my room. Does that make enough noise to fall asleep?
I mean, it really just has to be that low, something.
Yeah, no. Like I said, give me a war movie.
And me, cops.
And I'm going to be good to go. Do women want gentlemen? Or don't you still want the bad boys?
I mean, I
Do you want
don't
a
know about a
gentle
bad
man?
boy, but you don't want a pushover either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would really like you girls just to do that. Text your man that and then text back whatever the hell they write back. I'm just curious. Or just tell us what he wrote back. I'm very curious. I mean, I guess that would be a good compliment to get, I suppose.
Should I add a heart emoji?
No, don't overdo it.
No, okay.
Don't overdo it. I was listening. This isn't going to work.
He's not listening.
You know what
We
I
have
love
to pull
about our sister station, AM 1310 WDPN?
That it smacks. I mean, it's so
Man,
good.
You go to pee sometimes. You leave this studio. You have to walk by the WDPN studio to come back to our studio.
Yes.
You know, shout out to Rex in the morning.
Sexy Rexy.
Clint, our newsman, our buddy.
Absolutely.
Does the news every day and calls high school football here on the station. But, man, you'll come back from the bathroom and you'll hear an absolute banger coming out of that studio.
It could be Billy Joel. It could be Madonna. It could be Michael Bolton. I mean, I've heard come out of that. I've heard the Fievel song somewhere out there.
Whoa, somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Tremendous song.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's a great song.
Yeah.
That was a sad movie at times.
Oh, my gosh.
American Tail.
That might be the first time as a child that I knew what depression was.
This kid lost his family.
I know. And then you were worried about losing yours. It made you a paranoid child.
Like, oh, damn. Oh, find your family, Feifel. Oh, and that song wasn't exactly the happiest song either.
No.
Oh, underneath the same blue sky. Oh, my God. Right here on today's Hit Music Q92. I can still see that music video. They were all on the boat.
Yeah.
They were on the speedboat.
Yep.
In the ocean, and there was a helicopter. And
It's been forever, but I do remember that.
Him and Puff Daddy were. I think there were females on that boat.
I'm sure there were.
Yeah, I think there were some good-looking women on that boat dancing erotically. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Jake, you know B.I.G. at all?
No.
You
Have you ever heard that song that just played?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then yeah.
You don't know who he like?
Yeah, I don't know the names or anything about
You know
it. But
Tupac?
I've heard of it. I can't tell you the name of the song.
I've heard of Tupac.
I've heard
But
of
if you play the
Tupac.
song, I'd be like, yeah.
Right. Okay.
All right. So all right. You weren't really growing. You really grew up around hip hop.
Yeah.
It'd be safe to say.
Not with the bands you were telling me your parents were into. I would imagine.
Yeah,
no.
not really. But also, I'm just not good with names of artists.
That's true. That's fair. I'm not good with song titles. Like, I'll know what the song is. I can sing you every lyric, but I won't be able to tell you what the title of the song is.
Yeah, I can't do any of that.
Like
I just recognize the song.
The actual title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone said, too bad Puffy's not interested in women in the text line. Listen, there's rumors. And you know what? I don't care what his sexual preference
I
is.
didn't know that.
There's stuff out there.
Really?
I'm not mocking that. If that's fine.
On the
if that's what
regular
he
web,
is.
there's stuff out there?
Yeah.
Oh.
You find that funny if he is?
No, I find it weird that I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's not that so much that there's people rumblings that maybe he's a little aggressive with anyone he's attracted to.
I see.
And tries to buy you gifts
There are
in exchange for
favors.
It's all
Isn't
rumor.
that-
There are no charges. No one's been accused of
I
anything
understand,
illegal.
but isn't that a form of prostitution? If it's true.
There's not one charge against Puff Daddy. Right now.
I'm just
saying. So listeners know. They're not like,
I
oh, are
know.
they saying like there's nothing right now but internet rumor. And I don't know if you know this, but not everything on the internet ends up being true. But there are people saying that he might enjoy both, and that he might have no problem flirting or letting his intentions be known. If he's into you and he likes to buy gifts, he is a man of means.
Well, but
he has a few dollars.
Gift buying is probably very easy for him.
I would think a pair of Jordans doesn't hurt his bank account
Not
too
at
much.
all. No, but why?
Maybe 2 pairs of Jordans.
Is that really what it takes? Just Jordans?
I have no idea. I've never been approached
He's
by Puff
Puffy.
Daddy. No, he approached other celebrities.
I understand that.
People that, you know what I mean?
Which would be why Jordans wouldn't be that illustrious for them. I think it would be like diamonds or.
Maybe he wants, I don't know. Maybe he wants the Kobe's. I don't know.
I have a question. What do you
Right,
think
a minute.
celebrities buy? You know, like how they'll be like, oh, so and so sent so and so a gift, and they're like 2 celebrities. Like, what do you buy with somebody that's so flush with cash? What do you think that looks like?
I don't know. A lot of stuff you get when you're a celebrity is free. They just want you to have and wear their stuff.
No, I agree. It's
They'll
brand
just send you-
endorsement, right?
They'll just send you stuff. You don't even, as much as you have, you don't even got to pay.
But like, okay, Travis and Taylor. What in God's name would he buy her?
I mean, you'd probably go with the gaudy jewelry,
Okay, yeah.
I would assume.
I don't know. These are the things I think about.
Christian's price is 2 pair of Jordans. I'm not a shoe guy. And,
No, he's not.
And the ones I am are not like Jordans or
They're just crispy.
They're just crispy whites. I need crispy whites, and I got to keep them as clean as I can. I got 2 pairs of shoes. We're just talking about it this week that I've had 2 white pair of Nikes. One, I've had them both now for 2 years.
Yeah.
I've never worn the one.
Yeah. You got them on vacation, didn't you?
Yeah. And the other one I've worn literally 2 times.
Well,
because I like them that much and I want them to stay clean and crispy. The ones that I wear now are good and pretty clean for like 2 years. And now I'm at the point where I don't worry about cleaning them as much anymore. And if something gets on them, it's fine.
oh, so they're
Because I have 2 in reserve.
Right. They're starting to float out of rotation.
No, they're in rotation.
No, I know that. But
the
eventually.
The care
right.
of I got to clean them tonight, got to wipe them off. That's not happening. I've now you are now.
Do you use the magic eraser?
No.
It works really well.
No, I use I'm a foam guy. I like the foam.
What kind of
scrub?
Foam? Oh.
It's like the foam you get at the shoe store and just spray it on your shoes. And you
I didn't know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
We always
that since the 90s.
I use Dawn power wash and a magic eraser. That's what I tell my
That can
kids
work.
to use.
That can work, but you gotta watch out about creases. If you scrub too hard, get a crease in those shoes.
Really?
You get a crease in a kid's pair of shoes, he'll throw them out. Kids are that serious about their shoes.
Yeah, I suppose.
You can't have creases. Creases. I mean, it's like way to ruin those Jordans, buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those are Jordans.
Way to
ruin creases.
Nice crease. See you later, wiener.
Really? I
don't know if that's the word they go to, but Jake, you know about creases in shoes?
No.
Yeah, the kids, they don't.
Huh.
Can't have creases. Can't have creases.
Interesting.
Do you guys like these new memory foam shoes? Never heard of them.
No, I can imagine they'd probably be nice though.
Sounds fantastic. Is Nike making them or Under Armour? Probably not. And when the hell did Hoka shoes become popular?
Oh, I mean, they've been coming for like a year or so. I think Skechers got the exclusive memory foam, by the way.
Looks like something you get at. I'm not even going to say. Hoka looks like such a cheap ass shoe to me. Hoka or something Weed Guy wears.
Really?
Yeah. Where are my Hokas? You smoked them.
Where are my Hokas? I need to smoke.
Yeah, like Weed Guy wears Hokas. You know what I mean? I don't get it.
I don't think he does.
Let's take a look at sports at Q92.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cleveland Cavaliers lost to the Hawks last night on the road, 112-101. They're now 40-22 on the season. Next up for the Cavs, they'll play the Timberwolves at home tomorrow night in another nationally televised game on ESPN. And in spring training baseball yesterday, the Guardians and Brewers played to a 3-3 tie. The Guardians are now 3-8-1 in spring training. Next up, they'll play the Athletics today. 3:05 is first pitch. That's a quick look at sports right here on Q92. Turned off from a lot of winter activities ever since the skiing incident back at my old radio station.
What happened?
I've told the story a million times.
I don't know it.
I went, but I went with a bunch of people. It was at the old radio station I worked with, the old company. We did a thing where take listeners on a bus.
Okay.
To some ski resort to ski. Awesome resort. Like really, really cool. Don't remember what it was. All this brandy wine. I don't know. I truly don't remember.
Right.
I never skied before in my life.
Okay.
I went with people I work with, great people I worked with, and everyone's excited. I was like, whatever. I guess I'll go. I was, I was real young in my early 20s. Glad to have a job. Wasn't going to do anything people there told me to do to, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So they're like, yeah, no, you got to do is you got to start meeting listeners and doing that. I was like, okay. So did that. And what I didn't realize was everyone from the radio station, and I'm serious, was like, not a professional, but a very
good skier,
learned skier.
A learned.
You know what I mean? Nobody there.
Yeah.
Was this their first, second, or third time skiing?
Yeah.
And no one would tell me how to ski. So, like, I get my rentals, I get all this, I'm following everybody, and I'm kind of like, how does this work? And they're like, oh, pizza slice and this. And then that was it.
Well, that, yeah, you do have to pizza slice it. I do know that.
They gave me like a 5-second crash course. Next thing I know, I'm on the thing that takes you up. Getting off, I fall off.
Well, good luck getting up.
Fall off, hit my head. My goggles and my winter hat go flying through the air because of how hard I hit. All the guys in the red winter jackets come over to me thinking I like hurt myself. And I wasn't hurt because I landed hard.
Right.
But I landed in snow.
Right.
And I'll never forget. They're like, what'd you hurt? And I said, my pride. And and I got up. Took me 30 minutes to go down a bunny hill.
Yeah.
Kept falling down. 2 strangers to this day, I don't know who they are. 2 grown-ass men took each of my arms and helped me down the bunny slope.
And they probably still tell that story today. Remember that time we saw that guy on the bunny hill?
The bunny slope. And after that, I threw my skis, took them off, threw them, chucked them. I was so pissed. Went in and sat at the in the lodge the rest of the day, just waiting to go home, like watching football on TV. They all went to the Diamond Hills.
Like they didn't.
7:36. Still to come this hour. Bert Kreischer Fully Loaded Comedy Festival is coming to Hall of Fame Village. And we're going to be giving away tickets for that. You're going to hear the cue to call. You're going to want to be caller number 10 when you do hear it. If you are, you're going. That's kind of cool. 8 o'clock hour. Brand new contest to announce around 8:15. We're going to be talking to Shinedown. Brent Smith and Zach Myers going to be joining us on the show. 9 o'clock hour, comedian Ben Frank calling the show. He's performing at Crackpots this weekend. We got tickets to give away to that after we talk to him. We got guests. We got prizes. We got new contests. Got it all coming up for you here. We're talking about shoes a little bit. We went from Puff Daddy being a freak to shoes. I told you this, and here comes some of the text. My daughter buys specific inserts so that the toe of her shoes do not ever crease. Kids take it very seriously.
Obviously. Well, my nephews are kind of that way. They are, at least for the first few weeks. They have new shoes.
Christian is going to be a New Balance dad. Not
New
Balance, but I'm waiting.
He has to clear his throat.
Let me kill the mic.
Yeah, you can do that. I can't. So
if you give me I don't know, come up with an official sign, I can.
Good. Okay, we'll do that. Hold on, let's try it.
Is that the official?
You missed it.
You're gonna go how? Like that's
yeah,
what you're doing? All right.
Well, not.
No, that would be Hitler. Yeah, no, don't do that.
No, that's what I was trying to clarify.
Let's not do that. We don't need the Fuhrer to kill the mic. I can kill it.
Okay.
Do it again. Boom. Okay. No one even knows.
We're good.
No one even knows. My daughter bought these plastic inserts to put in her Air Forces to keep them from creasing. It's crazy. I didn't even know creases were a big deal.
I didn't either. Apparently they are.
With my old ass.
Do they walk funny so they don't create creases?
I'm telling you, it'll stress them out.
No, I'm serious though, because how do you walk like a normal human being and not crease your shoes?
Hocus, I assume you meant Hocus, but Hocus, I just wanted to say Hocus Pocus, are great for people with feet problems.
See?
Nope, not reading that.
No.
Skechers. See, now I do see myself entering. I'm in my 40s. I see myself entering my Skechers era, as the kids like to say.
Really?
I don't know when. I'm still Nike, Under Armour, exclusively.
Oh, that's my
no
husband.
Adidas, no Reebok.
My husband's Nike through and through.
Yeah, I'm Nike or Under Armour.
Yeah.
But when that time comes, and I decide feet-wise, I don't care anymore what people think. I'm not there yet, but I'll get there.
Yeah.
I'll try out Skechers because they do look comfy.
Hey, my in-laws wear them. They like them.
They got those slip-on ones.
They've got the memory foam in them.
Man.
I know. There's no bending over and tying your shoe.
No one can spell Hoka. My doctors at work always recommend Hoka shoes, and I think they are the ugliest things ever. Thank you. That's what I've been saying. And their logo is just the word Hoka so big across the side of the shoe.
I know. I think people are doing voice effects in their phones.
Couldn't you have got a nice little X or H logo or something?
Like the N for New Balance.
Something.
Yeah.
Hoka. All caps, font 42 across the side of your shoe. And I see it on. I don't.
They're supposed to be a really good shoe.
My Hokas last twice as long as my Nike, and they're more comfortable. And I used to be nothing but a Nike person.
Ooh, I have something like that. I agree with that. When you find something that lasts super long like that, like North Face stuff for me. We have yet to have a North Face item wear out in our family.
They
like,
last.
It's quality.
Built Ford tough.
Yeah. Well, built.
Like us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Their slogan.
I know.
If you remember the Shaq shoes from Kmart, you're a bloody legend. I remember Shaq shoes. I remember in high school, it was a big deal, the creases in shoes, and I'm about to turn 30. I graduated in 2013. See?
Oh, well.
See, I graduated back in the 1900s.
Same.
Before electricity. So,
Just barely. I almost made it to the 2000s.
Boo, Reeboks are great. You can't mean that.
I like
You
the
can't mean
OG white Reeboks.
The
that, like,
original
my mom
white
wore.
box and gum bottoms are so good. I will give you the Reebok pumps.
Oh, I had those.
I will grant you that was a shoe among shoes. That was, if you're looking at one of the all-time, the way we look at, like, we look back at, like, the Razor phone.
Yeah.
And the BlackBerry. That's how you should look back at the Nike pump, or the Reebok pump.
I had pink and purple.
Do you remember seeing that commercial for the first time? And
Yes.
and the guy pumps the basketball in the tongue of his shoe.
Yeah.
And he can jump higher.
Yeah.
Fun fact, that was true.
I didn't really fall for the whole jumping higher thing.
I sure did.
No, I didn't. But I will say it provided me something all study hall long. I'd make sure everybody knew I had pumps. And I'd be like, and then
yeah. You felt like you were in the future.
pump release them. Pump release them.
On Clouds are the cool Tenny of dads now. I never heard of On Cloud.
No, I haven't either. You have to do a Google search for that.
Next text. The On Cloud shoes are so much comfier and cuter.
Huh.
All right, you got my.
Yeah, well, that person still has a pair of Nike Shox from 8th grade that they can still wear.
I had Nike Shox. Those were huge.
Remember when they first started coming out with the air chamber in the Nike shoes?
I don't know, man. It looks like
Let me see. Hold on.
it's like a tire tread. I mean, they're okay. I like that their logo isn't huge, like Hoka across the bottom of the shoe. It's like someone's yelling at me. It's all caps. Hoka. Like, please stop.
Thank you. Now every time I see a pair of someone wearing a pair of Hoka shoes,
I want you guys just to yell the word when you see the shoe now.
Yeah.
Hoka.
This is what's gonna go through my head.
Actually, Amazon has some pretty comfortable shoes at a reasonable price. Well, it's Amazon. I mean,
Amazon has everything.
oh man, that's funny. I heard Hokas On Cloud and Cloves are the new comfy nurse shoes. All right, if it's for nurses, you need a certain type of shoe.
Yeah, I agree. You're on your feet constantly. You need support.
Another one. I'm a nurse. My Hokas are lifesavers.
See, for that I understand completely.
What about British Knights and LA gear from the 90s? I had BKs. Never had LA gear.
I never had LA gear either. I had a pair of BKs. They
hell
came
yeah,
out
I
with
had
them for
BKs.
and then my Reebok pumps. And then I went through a big phase where wearing Sambas were cool.
Oh boy.
I never played a day of soccer in my life.
I wear Reeboks every day, Christian. Stop it. LOL. But the only original shoes are the ones that I love. I get it. Girlfriend, you can't call it Nike. It's Nike. Was someone saying Nike?
Maybe. I don't know.
Back in the early 90s, I was working at a shoe store in Canton, and we opened a brand new store up in Buffalo. We sold the heck out of the Reebok pumps. They were just kicking off, and we had lines all over the plaza. People actually broke our security system that you had to walk through to get in the store. It was pretty intense.
Oh, no, they're saying you can't call it Nike. It's Nike.
Nike. Adidas Ultra Boost, most comfortable shoe I've ever worn. I gave up on Adidas. Christian, could you imagine if you did that at work, considering half of the patients that come in wearing Hokas?
Oh, my gosh. You'd be screaming all day.
Oh, insane. Did we mention K-Swiss? We did. I had K-Swiss tongue twisters. I could take my shoes from all white to white with a blue tongue.
Yeah, I didn't have that, but I had the original K-Swiss.
They were good. I wear my K-Swiss. Let me see. Oh, someone said, no, Lauren said you did it. You didn't realize you did it.
What?
You said Nike.
Oh, sorry.
I quit wearing Reebok when Walmart started selling. I'm not a Reebok fan anymore. I'm just not. It's been a long time since I've been a Reebok fan. I don't know what to tell you.
He just wears them to jazzercise because no one will see them. I felt like Reebok was the official shoe of jazzercise.
Yeah, I'm giving up. It's Shine Down. If you only knew, it's Q92.
Hey, it's Keller from Afternoons on Q92. Tune in weekdays from 2 until 6 p.m. and come hang out. We've got amazing prizes, fantastic music. It's going to be a good time.
If I could get an interview with that kid, I would love to hear his side of the story.
Do we even know like what state or what kind of church or?
I mean, if I did like a deep dive, I probably could find out.
I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid.
But I don't know.
He was like,
But there's a kid walking around that got slugged in the chest by his pastor because he wasn't taking God serious. And I'd love to hear his side. We heard the other guy's side. We heard the pastor's side. There's two sides to every story.
there is.
My question is, what the hell what?
Well, like how long ago too? Like, is this kid now like in his 30s? He's got a family, and he's like, "Yeah, I was a jerk." Like, you know.
I just would love to speak with him, and get his. Knew they were going to be on the show coming up here around 8:15. Brent Smith, Zach Meyer is going to be talking with us about the hit song, obviously they have right now, in Symptom of Being Human, and what it's been like for this band growing their fan base over the years, especially now. That song's all over the place on a lot of different genres now.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
A lot of crossover for a rock band.
Yeah.
Not easy to do.
No, not at all. And they've been with us before on the show.
Absolutely.
They're
We've played their
so
music
great.
before. I was looking up and I was kind of proud of us. We played 10 Shinedown songs over the years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Not a lot of top 40 stations can say that.
No.
So very, very cool. We'll be talking to them coming up the 8 o'clock hour, announcing a new contest here in about 10 minutes. But right now, speaking of giveaways, Bert Kreischer's Fully Loaded Comedy Festival, Hall of Fame Village, Thursday, June 20th. Want to go? We have a pair of tickets to give away right now. Be caller number 10, 330-450-9292. Caller 10, good luck. And I'm sorry people are a-holes and run through an emergency scene. Good Lord.
Oh, maybe that is the problem.
Oh, someone says you're just a cold-hearted bee.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
We
but
played that this morning earlier.
Yeah.
You know who sings that song?
No.
Jet. Sings Cold Heart Bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the group Jet.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense
Not
now.
to be confused with the group from the 80s, the Jets.
You've got it all.
Yeah. You just proved you're going through menopause knowing that song. You just confirmed it with that reference.
I love the Jets.
You're like Johnny and Marie Osmond, of course. Who's going through
Younger
menopause?
than you.
Who's going through menopause? Not me. Hey guys, remember Johnny Carson?
Q92.
A little milder for your Thursday, 54 degrees for the high today. Any morning clouds and fog should give way to sunshine for the afternoon. Nice. Overnight, mostly cloudy skies return, a low near 41. I am Art J. Weather from News 5.
All right. Is complimenting hair creepy? That's a question I pose.
What? That's a question that Clint posed when he walked in here.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. We're going to talk about what Clint said.
Yeah.
So he came in here and he was telling us a story about someone complimenting someone's hair.
Yeah.
Saying, I don't mean to be creepy, but I really like your hair.
Well, he asked me, he said, does that creep you out? Because he said, your hair looks nice today. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Is that creepy? Does that creep you out? And I said, no, we know Clint really well.
Right.
So it doesn't bother me at all. But the question was then posed. At what point is complimenting a woman in public
Q92, hello, who's this?
Nolan.
Nolan, where are we calling from this morning?
You silly.
All right, well, congratulations, man. You're caller number 10. You are our winner.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Nolan, you're headed to see Burt Kreischer's Fully Loaded Comedy Festival happening at the Hall of Fame Village right here in Canton on Thursday, June 20th. Tell everybody who helped you beat the box office.
Q92.
There you go. Congratulations, Nolan. You are going to see the show. Now, coming up, we have a brand new contest to announce for you guys. That's coming up at the beginning of the 8 o'clock hour. We're going to get a finalist for that contest on the radio later on in the 8 o'clock hour. And someone that's watching on the stream on Facebook, YouTube, or X will be able to become a finalist as well. Find out what it is coming up here in a few minutes. And, of course, at 8:15, Shinedown going to be joining the show. It's all coming up. It's Q92 Morning Show. It's the week.
Have you ever in your life
You're
wanted
going
to put
to
a
be
toe in your
arrested.
mouth?
A toe in my mouth?
Have you ever, other than maybe Jimmy's, like to kiss them?
That is the cutest
It is
thing
really
in the
cute.
world. That is the cutest thing in the world.
But an adult's toe, have you ever had the urge?
I don't hate feet. I'm not necessarily
Have you ever wanted to suck them though?
I'm sure I have.
Like suck a toe?
I'm sure I have.
Ugh.
I'm not boring, Lauren. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm not missionary only, lights off.
You're so dumb.
All right, that is.
You're so dumb.
I'm not.
I have never.
And no
though.
talking. No talking.
Mm.
But there is a huge difference in that with two consenting adults and going into a stranger's hotel room.
I get it.
Sounds like the guy from Mr. Deeds that loved changing socks.
You know,
crazy.
I know you've always told me about the foot fetish and all that kind of stuff. We've had discussions off air about this.
Christian, no, don't lie on air. I'm just lie. No, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I was watching TikTok last night. It's so weird that this topic came up. And some lady, you know where they go up to people and they're like, all right, what's your name? what do you do for a living? How much do you make? And it'll be like a bunch of different professions in different cities, like, and how much they make. And the girl was like, I don't want to tell you. And she's like, why? When she asked her what she did for a living. She's like, I sell foot pictures and videos. And she's like, on OnlyFans? She's like, no, there's a website called Fun with Feet.
Or Foot Finder.
Well, it's called Fun with Feet, the one she was talking about. She's like, how much have you made this year? And she's like, I'm really close to $100,000. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So obviously the foot fetish obsession is a lot larger than any of us know or are willing to admit, obviously.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's a money maker. And it's not even, think about the girls on OnlyFans. You're not even doing that. You're just taking off a sock.
Yeah.
Pride night in Cleveland at the Guardians game. We were waiting in line for $2 beers for quite some time. You were with friends. I was alone. I wanted to speak to you so bad. I hope the look in your eyes was attraction from your side, too. And that's it.
Wow.
So if you were in line for $2 beers, Pride night at the Guardians game, and you had attraction in your eyes, someone's looking for you.
What does that look like?
Depends.
I just put a muscle in my stomach.
A lot of things. Ton of things. A million faces you could make.
That's so gross.
Could be. It could have been gross. We don't know. We weren't there. There you go. Misconnections.
Jake, let me see your attraction look.
What's your attraction? Seduce Lauren with your eyes.
Come on, I'm waiting. This isn't.
I don't make faces.
You don't have to leave that.
Well, I was gonna.
You know what?
I don't. Yeah, I don't just look at a girl and just like make a weird face and be like, "Come here."
Okay.
Not even gonna
fair.
try.
No,
I can't top the two you did. I can't.
Fair enough. I did do. I do a pretty good job right there. Just for that, huh? Anyway, real quick, this is not anything I want to dwell on. I've just been laughing at this on the internet. We all know Ric Flair, right?
Ric Flair, woo!
I say Ric Flair, woo! Everyone goes, woo!
Yep.
Jake, do we woo?
Woo!
Do you know Ric Flair?
No.
Fair enough.
Of course.
Fair enough. Well, he has his own link to that.
His own wigs?
Wings.
Oh, wings. I was like,
He has his own wings now, okay?
yeah.
Hold on, I pulled it up somewhere and I got it. Okay. You know what they're called? His wings? Wings!
Oh my gosh.
They're called wings. He said wings. Hold on, I got maybe sound better if I turn it up without. I don't probably get distorted, but wings.
It does sound like he's saying
Wings. Wings.
So like,
Watch the show on Facebook, YouTube, and X.
It is 8:06 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here. A lot going on this hour. We're going to be speaking with Shinedown coming up here in about 10 minutes. We had a chance to talk to them yesterday after the show. We're going to let you hear that coming up here in about 10 minutes. And I will tell you, very sad.
I know.
The record label recorded the conversation and sent it back to us. Unfortunately, it starts me mid-talk.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the introduction
It's okay.
between
It's
us.
still a great interview.
Good interview. I'm looking forward to playing it. But when I start it, it's going to be like, why are you
It's gonna
starting?
throw you off a bit.
Because I'm already talking.
Yeah.
For some reason, they don't have the, hello, how are you? Hey, thanks for joining us on Q92. Looking forward to talking to you guys.
Yeah.
So the intros and me asking my first question, unfortunately, aren't in the interview that the record label sent back to us. But I think you'll catch up.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
It's all good.
Brent Smith, Zach Myers, kind enough to join us. And we're going to have that for you coming up. Right now, we have a brand new contest to announce here on the radio station. And this one's pretty good, Lauren.
Oh my gosh, is it ever? You guys want to see Olivia Rodrigo on her Guts World Tour, making a stop at Nationwide Arena in Columbus later this month on Friday, March 22nd. We're going to hook up one lucky listener with a pair of tickets plus overnight hotel stay, and you could get included for this grand prize.
Come on.
Come on.
If you're watching like that, her tour is all over TikTok right now.
Yeah.
It's all anyone's posting is clips from her concert. Looks like she's putting on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
And the tour is underway. And like you said, going to be in Columbus on March 22nd. You get 2 tickets to the show. You get a free hotel stay as well. I love that because when Columbus, it's a 2.5 hour drive, maybe 3 hour drive.
Who wants to go to the show and have all that fun and then have to drive back? No, you don't.
No. You can stay in Columbus on a Friday night after the show and know you got a free hotel waiting for you.
Yep.
Enjoy the show. Go enjoy Columbus. Get a good night's sleep. Head back in the morning. Fantastic. So that is our brand new contest. And here's the thing, everybody. We are going to get our very first finalist this hour on the show.
Yes.
So you're going to want to listen for the Olivia Rodrigo cue to call. You hear it. You call number 10. You will be a finalist. But we have another way you can become a finalist this morning. Go over to the live video feed of this morning show on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Doesn't matter which one you go to. Like the live video feed. Type Olivia or something, Olivia Rodrigo in the comments.
Do a purple heart in the comments.
Purple heart in the comments. If you do that, we're going to select one of you that does that. You have to like it and put the purple heart in the comments. One of you we're going to select at the end of the show and make you a finalist to give you a chance as well. So why waste a free opportunity to possibly become a finalist, possibly win these tickets in the hotel stay? Olivia Rodrigo, March 22nd in C-Bus. That's our new contest. We've announced it. Now it's time to get a new finalist, and our first one's coming up later on this hour. It is Olivia Rodrigo. It's Getting Back on Q.
I'm mad.
So yeah, happy birthday to her. 60 years young. So maybe not. Maybe not.
She is not 60 years old.
No, I made that up.
Yeah.
She's nowhere near that, but she's older than me. So enjoy your day. Like I always say, there's no one I'd rather have ignore my texts and phone calls than my sister.
I feel like her sister just does her own thing. She's just like, I'm good. I don't want to talk to him right now.
Then you get older, she's like, what? I'm like, oh, gee, I don't know. I can't remember at this point.
Oh, stop.
Thank God it wasn't an emergency.
Well, she's got a family and kids and
Yeah,
stuff.
so do I. I can answer my phone or text when one of my family members calls.
That's true.
Or text.
It's true. I'll give you that.
I got to, you know how much you got to keep an eye on an 8-month-old?
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
I can still pick up my phone. Half the time he has it.
Well, yeah. He lets you know.
I taught him high five yesterday. He learned high five today.
Oh, good.
Yesterday. He doesn't, he goes.
Real slow.
Yeah, he goes real slow. He claps.
Yeah.
I love how babies do the open finger clap.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't do the clap. They're like.
Yeah.
He does that. He loves to clap. He loves when you see him clap.
Mm-hmm.
But I taught him high five yesterday. Now he's just like.
Real slow.
Yeah. And it's funny because the third thing I've taught him that Jamie doesn't believe I taught him until she sees it.
Okay.
I'll be like, he does high five. He claps now. No, he doesn't. Jimmy, clap.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Jimmy does high fives now. No, he doesn't. I'm like, what?
Why don't you believe me? Right.
Please believe me. Like, yes, he does. I could see if I was like, Jimmy's driving now. I could see you be like, no, he doesn't.
I was just going to say, you should start being a little bit sarcastic and be like,
Jimmy knows geometry.
Right.
That makes sense to call me out and be like, there's no way he knows geometry. I think high-fiving and clapping, I think.
They're reasonable milestones.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
In fact, what is he not? He's 9 now. He just
9
turned 9 on the
months
7th.
Yeah.
Wow. Olivia Rodrigo, brand new contest. You get to go see her Guts World Tour at Nationwide Arena in Columbus Friday, March 22nd, and we're throwing in a hotel stay as well. That's the new contest. Again, we're getting a finalist, caller number 10 this hour on the radio, and we're going to pick one of you that go over to the live Facebook, YouTube, or X video of the morning show. Like the video and put a purple heart in the comments section. We're going to randomly select one of you at the end of the show. Make you an Olivia Rodrigo finalist as well. So what are you waiting for? I know a lot of you already did it. If you haven't, go. It's free. It's random. We randomly pick one of you. We randomly pick one of you at the end of the show. Give yourself a chance to become a finalist, because once you're a finalist, could be you we're calling later on to say, hey, guess what? You're going to Columbus to see Olivia Rodrigo with a hotel stay on a Friday night. How cool is that? Coming up again, you're going to hear our conversation we had yesterday afternoon with Shinedown.
Yeah.
Their lead singer, Brent Smith, their guitar player, Zach Myers. Zach Myers has joined the show before and talked to us on the morning show.
Yeah, he was awesome. He
Great interview.
Accidentally broke the news that Prince is
funny.
passing.
That was a very funny story.
Yep.
When he's the reason that everyone found out that Prince died before they were supposed to.
Yep.
But again, the record label recorded the Zoom interview we had yesterday.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when they sent it back to us, it's cut off to where just you don't hear the introduction.
Yeah.
You don't hear the, hey, it's Q92. We're talking with Shinedown. You hear me talking after that.
Your mid first question.
So when you hear it, you're going to be like, what? So we're telling you so you're not like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, we don't want you to be confused, but it's a great interview.
It's coming up, and you can see it. Besides hearing it, if you want to go over to Facebook, YouTube, and X, you'll be able to watch the interview.
See the guys.
We're going to play it for you guys. Coming up right after our weather that's coming up here on Q92.
You too.
Let me see here. Oh, quick shout out to Jake. I've been catching myself saying, "Kay, love you, bye," when leaving social situations.
Oh, I just giggled. Did you hear his high-pitched little?
Yeah.
"Kay, love you, bye." Yeah. It happens every day around 9:55.
It does.
Got you today if you like. All right, with 18 minutes after 8, like she said, don't forget later on this hour, getting our first finalist for Olivia Rodrigo. Her Guts Tour coming to Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio, Friday, March 22nd. You get to go to that show, and you get a hotel stay as well. If you haven't gone over yet to our live video on Facebook, YouTube, or X, go there now, click the like button, purple heart in the comments section. We're going to randomly pick one of you and make you a finalist at the end of the show as well. All right, like I said, we've been talking about all morning long. Yesterday after the show, we had a chance to have a nice little interview with Brent Smith and Zach Myers of the band Shinedown. Of course, we're playing their song, A Symptom of Being Human. That's huge, blowing up all over the place. Had a chance to talk to them about that song, the effect of that song, and kind of their just the way the band is with their fans and everything. Good conversation. Unfortunately, like I've told you guys already a couple times this morning, we got the video back from the record label. Unfortunately, where they start the recording, it cuts off our introduction and the beginning of me talking to them. So it's going to pick off mid-me talking, but we're going to play it for you now. Like I said, if you go over to Facebook, YouTube, or X, you can watch the interview and see Brent and Zach as well. So here it is, mid-talk, my first question, or talking with them. Here's Q92 talking with Brent and Zach from Shinedown.
Yeah, when you look at it too, like you guys, Shinedown has Shinedown Nation. You guys have your fans. I'm one of them that have been with you since the beginning. They show up everywhere you go around the country, support everything you guys do. This song though is stretching over boundaries of music. It's crossing over to all these different types of formats of radio stations, and I feel like now a whole new audience over the last few months has discovered Shinedown in a way and is going back and being like, whoa, who is this band? And they're being like, oh, these guys are incredible. Have you guys felt that as far as like you're now reaching new audiences and people that maybe didn't know so much, and now they're invested in what you guys are doing because of this song?
We're going to bring you on tour with us as a hype man. That's exactly
I can do that.
Happen. Dude, for real, man. Thank you for all the support. Thanks for playing the music. But to answer the question, you know, the audience for us, we have one boss. It just happens to be everybody in the audience. And, you know, we have a fan base that I believe, and Zach would agree with me, it's 8 to 80, where anyone from anywhere at any time is welcome, you know, all the time. So I've never looked at it. I don't think the band has ever looked at it when it comes to genres or formats or anything of that nature. You know, rock and roll is a way of life, in our opinion. It's a spirit. It's an attitude. So it's not necessarily about rock music or rap music or pop music or country music. It's about all music. But when you have a song that you feel is necessary, like Symptom, because I know when we wrote the song, we needed it because it was a song about reflection and understanding that we're all here to work with one another and we need to do our best to build each other up, but we're all a work in progress. So I think the reason why people are connecting with it or they're finding out about it is it's a very real song about, you know, this life that we all live and this journey that we're on it together. And I think that people are just, they're gravitating towards the song and being a lot more open-minded to who we are in Shinedown because I think they believe that we're being real about it, which we are.
Yeah, and another thing that was hilariously and in an awesomest way helped you guys was that awesome lady going viral.
Lori, man.
Lori, oh, yeah. My God.
That's our girl.
I have never seen you can't find 20-year-olds rocking out as hard as she was at that concert. And it's just so cool that you guys captured that shared it. And that also, when that went viral, it's been really cool to watch the exposure you guys are getting, but to see that just shows you from kids to people that have been around the world for a while, to put it nice. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, they're all loving coming to your shows and having a great time, singing along, feeling the emotions of the songs. Like, you guys are just flat out connecting these days.
Yeah, man, that video has been hilarious just because, like, my uncle, like, people in my family who I don't even know have, like, in social media or TikTok or whatever, like, have you seen this? And, like, it's like, I've never gotten more text about, have you seen this, about something that we've been a part of than that video.
What was crazy about it, too, is I have to be really upfront. That was a very authentic, I think that's our first real viral moment.
Yeah.
Like, people talk about going viral. I was like, no, man, I remember looking at all genres in the songs on iTunes, and we were like number 6, and the record had gotten up to like in the top 15. I was like, what is happening right now? Like, how did this just like go right back up? And then you saw what was going on. But again, you can't figure out an algorithm. It was just something where somebody posted it and it just took off.
It's been amazing, and like I said, you guys affect so many people. When you see the videos, the music videos, or the concert clips posted online of you guys, I know. It's funny on my Instagram, real quick. I have a 10-month-old son, just born last year, and I have this awesome video on Instagram. He absolutely loves Symptom of Being Human. He will stop playing. If he's playing with a toy and I put it on my television and put on the live performance of you guys, he stops from the minute, Brent, you're talking to the crowd, and does not look away until the song's over. He also loves Sound of Madness, which is fantastic. But it's just
bringing him up right.
Yeah, so it's really cool to see that. But you see those concerts, man, you see couples holding each other. You see people crying. You see people with pure joy at your shows. When you guys are performing at these concerts and you get to look out and experience that from your point of view, what does that feel like to know that your music not only is just so good, but has that effect on people to bring out all these emotions?
I mean, I think it affects us the same way it affects the crowd. There's nights that I'm playing that song that I want to break down in tears. You know what I mean? I think that connection, again, has always been there between us and the crowd. I think it's because we treat our audience with respect, and I think they respect us because of that. I think that, we've always been a band that puts the fans first. That, I know every band tries to say that, but then you'll see something where, like, I don't know if you're really putting the fans first in that point, but I think our fans realize that they do come first to us. I mean, that's why we tour so much. We tour more than any band I can think of. And that's the reason we want to take it to them. That's where we built this thing. We built this thing on radio and playing shows in front of people. And so when you can connect and you see a person go through all those emotions, you see them maybe cry during Symptom, but then you see them be redeemed on it when you play a song like Sound of Madness. Like, you get to watch in real time what you've done, connect with you. I always say, we have the best job in the world, because even if you think about an actor, right, they make a movie that makes people feel something, but they don't get to be in every theater watching it. We get to watch these people go through the reaction of the song in real time every night live. And to me, there's no better job than that.
No, yeah, you guys have always put the fans first. And real quick, a quick one that I noticed myself. I used to be at a rock station in Youngstown, Ohio. And when you guys were doing your kind of like storytellers tour, you were going to like places, playing the songs, explain them for people. We had a really cool station event where we had listeners come out. It was a catered dinner, and you guys got to come out and say hello to them. And I don't know if you guys remember this. You've done a million of these. But what I remembered, I was just sitting back in awe of you guys, is the four of you came out, and I've done a million of meet and greets with all kind of artists all over genres. And they come out and they say hello for a minute and they walk off, which is fine. You're busy. You're trying to get ready for a show. I watched the four of you split up and talk individually. And I mean, talk to every one of our listeners that were there that night, ask them how they were doing, about their day, talk about your music. And I just remember being struck by that, the genuine humanality of it, that you guys weren't just there to hello and walk off. You literally walked around the table to every listener that was a fan of yours and took a moment to talk to them. And that's always stuck with me. Just to back up what you're saying, it just, the proof's in the pudding. People talk about being all about their fans. You guys show it. And I've seen it for myself.
Yeah. I mean, I think that for us, like when we do that in those tours, especially that tour was fun because we had more time, I think, on our hands to do it. It was kind of a laid back tour for us as far as that goes. But yeah, I remember when we were still doing meet and greets and stuff, like that's kind of how we always do it. Brett and I would start at one side, Barry and Eric at another side, and like really give to give people a chance to tell us their story and talk to them. Because we've toured with bands that do meet and greets. That's like, all right, walk up, photo buy, walk up, photo buy.
Right.
Like, we're never into that, man. Like, to me, like, if people are gonna come and be a part of an event, make it an event. Give them some of your time. You know, as I get older, man, I've said this on stage a lot. Like, you know, you can get your money back. You can get, if you come to a show and you bought a ticket and you buy a T-shirt and you weren't happy, you can get that money back. Eventually, you're gonna make that money back. Like, as we get older, like the fact that, you know, 12, 13,000 people a night come spend their time on us, you know, that they can't get that back. Like, that means more to us than anything. So why not give them our time back?
Not to mention with the way that the pricing is now, it's like you're gonna get a babysitter, you're gonna like pay for parking, you're gonna go in if you buy a T-shirt, if you buy concessions, the ticket price. It's like you got to give them everything that you are, man. They're the whole reason that you're there in the first place.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I know how busy you are. I appreciate just the time talking to us here in Canton, Ohio. Congratulations on the success of Symptom of Being Human. We love playing it on Q92, and we look forward to playing more Shinedown in the future. You guys take care, and thank you for what you do.
Thanks for having us, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
All right.
He does.
He does.
Why wouldn't he? It's Brent and Zach from Shinedown. We're going to post that on our YouTube page as well for you guys to go back and you want to listen to that again. But nice guys, humble guys,
such nice guys.
And like I said, I've seen what they're like at a meet and greet, and I've seen the meet and greets where I mentioned in that interview where like you could just tell they're like, get your photo, see you later. Get your photo, see you later.
Oh, we've been doing a million of those. Yeah.
And I'll never forget. I'm just watching them. Like I was like, wait, what? Because I'm so used to the.
Oh, I mean, we've even hosted meet and greets where they're very strict with us, saying like, your listeners, in and out. We're on a timeline.
I watched them come out and I was like, oh, this will be quick. And 10 minutes later, they're still sitting, talking to people, asking them where they're from, talking about their. I'm like, what? Really, really cool. This is a band that deserves the success they're getting right now.
For sure.
Appreciate they took the time to talk to Q92 in Canton. This is what this radio station's about. We want to play the music you guys want to hear. We want you guys to hear from the artists you want to hear from and hook you up with a bunch of prizes too. So
yeah, there's that.
It's a Symptom of Being Human now, right now on Q92.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
A little milder for your Thursday, 54 degrees for the high today. Any morning clouds and fog should give way to sunshine for the afternoon. Nice. Overnight, mostly cloudy skies return, a low near 41. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
summer promotions, things like that.
Probably didn't. Think you ever had a teacher that just didn't like you? I can't imagine. I don't know. I don't know if Mr. Belts didn't like me, but he certainly had no problem mispronouncing my name. He might not have liked me. He might have just like, you know what? I don't like this kid.
I'm trying to think.
Jake, is there a teacher you think maybe didn't like you?
That was fast. Jeez.
Why don't you think they liked you?
Was there more than one?
No, it was a history teacher,
okay.
and he liked all the sports people because he was a baseball coach.
Gotcha.
And he did not like me, and he would always like check our homework, but he would always like just like go over and glance to make sure you did it.
Yeah.
But every time he got to me, he would pick it up and thoroughly examine it to make sure that I did it. But everybody else was like, "Oh yeah, you're good, John. You know, Mark, you're good. Jake, let me see that." And he would like pick it up and like examine it. And he made me redo things several times. And
are you saying the athletes got to do whatever they wanted?
No, they didn't get to do whatever they wanted, but
they certainly had it easier.
Yeah, and so did the other kids. I don't know. He just had it out for me. He did not like me every day.
Well, that sucks.
Is he still there?
I think so. I don't know.
You want to give him a shout out? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I said Mr. Belts.
Oh, true.
I don't know where he's at now.
I don't know where he's at, but it was Mr. Gamble.
Yeah. We'll get caught up on what the Hoff is up to. And then after that, Jake.
Huh.
Go to the front door.
What?
Oh, didn't even ask. What if I got something to his death?
I know. That's like a ninja
Go to the front door.
store.
There's poison. No, our friends at Covered Perfections just dropped off something.
Oh, that's so nice.
Check the front door for snacks from Covered. I just wanted us to get us for anybody else.
I'm so sorry that, our lobby's closed until 9.
Yeah.
Well, 9:15, basically.
But thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yes.
We can't wait to
Oh my gosh.
indulge. All right.
He's bringing these huge boxes of stuff
I love
back.
it. Well,
Dang it.
Thank God he's safe. Oh, he didn't even question me.
No, he was like, bye.
He was like,
He
all right,
actually
I'm
slammed
leaving.
his headphones down. He's like, bye.
Like, Jake, punch yourself. Oh, all right.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Sports coming up right after Wiz Khalifa roll up on Q92. Blue-eyed country girl checking in. Jake seems like a clean guy.
Hold on. He's turning on the mic for this one.
Sorry, what?
I'm just reading what it says. It says, blue-eyed country girl checking in. Jake seems like a clean guy. How did he meet Star?
I met Star on Bumble.
Bumble's the way to go if you're a guy, I'm telling you. That's the way to go. Because the girl has to initiate any correspondence.
So she's interested. That's real nice for you guys.
She's interested at least enough to say hello. Right here on today's Hit Music. By the way, we haven't done the call now yet for Olivia Rodrigo.
Nope.
It's coming up. Keep listening. Have you gone over to Facebook, YouTube, and X, like the live video feed, put the purple heart in the comment section? Because if you do that, you have a chance to get selected, made a finalist at the end of the show as well. So can have two chances. One, to get through and be caller number 10, and two, the lucky person we select that goes over there and does what I just said. Has anyone gone through a breakup lately? Has anyone recently got dumped or decided to end a relationship? And this is the bunch of BS story of the day. They have this now. It's called a breakup recovery coach. I'm not making it up. Her name is Darlene Collette. She's an expert at helping people recover from a case of the blues after a relationship ends.
What if you were the one that did the dumping, so you don't have blues?
You still might feel bad. You broke up with someone. You might not be. You might be happy as hell, but you might feel awful.
You might
be like, I just don't love him.
Like,
he didn't do anything bad. I just don't
love him.
She's
She's a real sweetheart, but she was annoying.
Too nice. I need a bad boy. I need a bad boy with a neck tat. So she has self-soothing practices that will help you move on. And I want to explain to you that I don't think any of these would help.
All right.
But okay. Deep breathing.
Oh, come on. Blow it out, your hiney.
You could say it. That is.
I know,
stupid.
but I don't like to.
That is the dumbest thing. So my girlfriend of 4 years just dumped me. You're telling me if I go, oh, I'm okay.
That's better.
Oh, I thought I was sad. I didn't know. Oh, I'm so happy.
All it took was a breath.
Yeah. Number 2, running. So now I'm crying and wheezing.
Okay.
Really?
It might, because like if I'm having stress or anxiety, and I mean, granted, not about relationships, like going out and exercising does help.
Exercising is great for you physically and mentally. Do I think you'll be over a breakup by going a couple laps
I don't
around
think
the track?
you won't be over it, but
No. Next up, reading. Pick
Reading
up
what?
that Danielle Steele novel.
well, that just diverts your mind. Then when you finish the novel,
Pick up the Harry Potter book. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Read a good book like The Notebook.
right? That's a great one
Yeah,
for right
something
after
like
a
that.
breakup.
Yeah, something really happy. Watch Old Yeller.
Oh my god.
Meditating. You meditate, you're gonna feel fine. What breakup? I just went
Breakup, shmakeup. Get my Zen on.
Yeah. Sorry, Jen. Now I'm Zen. Next up, praying, asking Jesus Christ to help you with the
It
breakup.
looked like you were being electrocuted, not.
If you pray to the Lord will help you with the breakup.
Amen.
Preach it.
Yeah.
They say wherever 2 or more are gathered, Jesus is there. So if that's true, guys, he's in this room.
Isn't Jesus always there, whether there's one or
No,
two?
they say if
And he doesn't waste
Bible,
his time on singles?
Wherever 2 or more are gathered, I think he has to be in his name. I think if you just gather, I don't know if he shows up, but I think it's like, we're here for Jesus.
He'll see you if
I'm
there's
pretty
2
sure.
of you.
What's that? Did someone say my name?
Don't go alone.
Oh, hey guys, how are we? How's the show? You know. Next up, calling a friend. Now that that I'll give you.
Darren is such a jerk.
I have to tell him what happened. You're a back crier that does that. Hey, broke up with me.
Yeah.
Like, why are you pausing? So that I agree with that. You call a friend, someone they're really close to, they're going to listen to you, and tell you they're sorry, and tell you everything you want to hear. And there's nothing terrible about that.
No.
The only one I truly agree with on this list is the last one: watching a comfort TV show or movie. Now I go with comedy. I would put on like a Will Ferrell movie, a Wedding Crashers, an Old School, a Dodgeball, something that's going to Airplane, Naked Gun movie, something that's going to make me laugh, and at least for a second, kind of not forget, but my brain can at least go towards something that might cheer me up. So I am into like putting on some of my favorite like comedy movies when I'm sad. Like,
There's one thing that's not on the list that I think would help for a lot of women.
what's that?
Shopping.
Retail therapy.
Yeah, I say that because like, no, I don't have the whole like using it to get over a breakup thing, but anytime like I feel bad about myself or anything like that that's going on anxiety wise, like I can always zone out for a few hours if I go shopping.
Can you?
Yeah.
You're walking around Target.
Oh yeah.
Just like, you know what? I don't even care right now. Don't even care.
Those red shirts are my therapy.
Look at those bath towels. Those are amazing.
And they're
I
on
get it.
sale.
So there you go. If that helps, you broke up with someone, you're looking to do some things to help you get through it. Maybe that list will pique your interest. Jake, would you use any of those?
Probably not.
What do you do to get through a breakup? What's your go-to?
I don't know. I kind of just
Do
keep
you
to myself.
binge eat?
Yeah, sometimes.
I could. That to me, like,
I move my furniture in the living room.
you do.
Well,
But
my go-to.
I could slam some ice cream when I'm sad.
Move the furniture in your living room. Give yourself a whole new feng shui. It's a new beginning. Let's act like it.
You're gonna reset everything.
We're going to reset everything. She's gone.
Your
Now let's see the couch on that wall. You know what I mean? Let's see. Now the TV's over there.
Let's add an end table with a lamp right.
What do we do in
here.
between the couch and the love seat? Is that where we put it now? I think so. Set a drink down. Look who's happy now.
I envision you in your living room, like rearranging furniture and then sitting back down on the couch and be like, oh, so much better.
Oh, I do. I would.
Oh
I'd be
my
like,
gosh.
Oh, look at this. Where's my PlayStation controller? I'm like, let's go. Those were simpler times.
Do you ever feel like moving the furniture like jinxed your gameplay?
No.
You didn't have to sit in the same
No.
place to play?
No. It was always fun. I liked the new look. I liked the new feel because I would do a deep clean too.
Yeah.
Mop the floors, wipe everything down, run the vacuum. You know, I wanted it to look clean and new. And then it'd be great to sit down and play a video game. So like, the house is looking great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got a beverage to my left, a controller in my hand, dog sleeping on the couch. Times were good. Boy, how did life change for me? It was quick. My God, that was quick. It's 8:43. That cue to call is coming up very soon, folks. Very soon. I keep listening to this radio station. Olivia Rodrigo finalist. We got to get one real soon. Imagine Dragons' Enemy. It's Q92. You got to keep dating.
That's
I
one
truly
thing.
believe that.
We're guilty of it, but I feel like our kids, we don't do date nights very often, but I feel like our kids are at such an awesome age. Like we can take them with us and we still have so much fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're old enough now to carry on like more adult conversations and contribute to the conversation. And I don't know.
Lack of work-life balance.
Yeah, I can see that.
Too much
He's
work, not
working all
enough-
the time, or
Uh-huh.
she's working all the time.
The feeling of my wife and I grew apart is big in divorced men.
I feel like sometimes that's code for he found somebody else.
Could be.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Infidelity is big in marriages, unfortunately. That's why there's, that money. Those are the two marriage killers, right? That and financing.
I would say any kind of lying.
A newfound appreciation of sex. Divorced men have in common. Marriages didn't include a lot of it, especially as the relationship deteriorated. These men swear they'll never settle for sexual starvation again.
So they feel like they don't have matching
like,
libidos.
Next girl I get, she's going to be horny all the time.
I don't think that happens, trust me.
Not like you, Rebecca. I'm tired. I don't know if that's true, but sounds good. They do boyish things with their money after getting divorced.
Oh, like
buying a new
extreme
car,
purchases.
skydiving lessons, trip to New York City. A lot of
that ticked me off.
Reckless spending of their money. A lot of divorced men have a longing to hear that they're attractive from girls now. You need reassured that you're a good-looking man. You know, you've been injured.
I think everybody needs that. I think everybody needs to hear that they're attractive to someone. You know what I mean? Isn't that part of just human nature?
You want to feel pretty.
Right.
Man or woman.
Exactly.
You want to feel pretty. Who doesn't like being told, I think you're pretty?
Right.
No one's ever like, shut up.
Girls are like that?
No, I've said no one's ever done that when you've been like, you're really pretty. Go to hell.
Right. No one would ever say that. You're like, oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. It's funny. I've been squatting more. Number 9, difficulty.
Call now to see Olivia Rodrigo in Columbus, only with Q92.
There is your Q2 call. Olivia Rodrigo in Columbus, March 22nd. You get 2 tickets to the show and a hotel stay as well. All you got to do to be finalist number 1. Give us a call, 330-450-9292. Caller 10. You'll be our very first finalist. Good luck. We'll see. Great doctor. Love. Fun thing. He's from Canfield. Married a Jackson girl.
Get out of town.
We were making small talk at the front desk, and he was saying, and I was like, "You got yourself a Jackson girl?"
Good
He's
for
like, you know about Jackson? I go, "Do I know about Jackson?" Got you a polar bear wife, huh?
Yeah,
real nice girl, pretty. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, you're a doctor, so I mean,
right. I mean, you kind of put that there.
This is Olga. No,
it increases your audience selection.
Yeah. The more higher on the tax bracket, the more likely you are to attract the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Either
probably.
way, like I said, I root for Jamie every day. I'm like 2 promotions, maybe 1 more promotion away from being a stay-at-home dad.
She better slow her roll.
I'm telling you, she just got this one. But
I know.
I'm like, come on. I will gladly take that damn kid to school every day. Gladly. It's a dream. Put on Sports Center and
I hear what you're saying.
Do laundry while I'm listening to sports talk. Mop the floors. It'll be Danny Tanner Central when you come to my house.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, and I think it's a wonderful dream. However, I will caution you because I have a friend whose husband did that and got very burnt out very quick. He was very
kids?
lonely. 3.
So we had to get 3 kids up every day, 3 kids to school.
Yes, and they did it on the heels of having their 3rd child. Like they had the other 2.
Oh my God! So we had a newborn.
Ish. When she went back to work, she took extra time off. So I think when she went back to work, the youngest was around 5 months.
You can't leave a 5-month-old. I can't leave a 7-month-old unattended forever.
Well, I understand that, but they're also not mobile either. So you can still do what you need to do and have them there in their bouncer or their swing or.
So close. It's crazy. He's so close.
Yeah.
I think he'll be crawling back.
Is he doing the rock? Where it's like, I want to go.
No, I
want to go. I don't know how.
And he can turn himself around 360. Like he can totally turn himself around, but he still just can't. And I know when he figures it out, he's gone.
I won't be long.
He's just gone.
Yep.
And it'll be nothing.
Usually
find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
A little milder for your Thursday, 54 degrees for the high today. Any morning clouds and fog should give way to sunshine for the afternoon. Nice. Overnight, mostly cloudy skies return, a low near 41. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
turned off
thing.
from a lot of winter activities ever since the skiing incident back at my old radio station.
What happened?
I've told the story a million times.
I don't know it.
I went, but I went with a bunch of people. It was at the old radio station I worked with, the old company. We did a thing where take listeners in a bus.
Okay.
To some ski resort to ski. Awesome resort. Like really, really cool. Don't remember what it was. Oh, it was Brandywine. I don't know. I truly don't remember.
Right.
I never skied before in my life.
Okay.
I went with people I work with, great people I worked with, and everyone's excited. I was like, whatever. I guess I'll go. I was, I was real young in my early 20s. Glad to have a job. Wasn't going to do anything people there told me to do to, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So they're like, yeah, no, you got to do this. You got to start meeting listeners and doing that. I was like, okay. So did that. And what I didn't realize was everyone from the radio station, and I'm serious, was like, not a professional, but a very
good skier.
Learned. Q92, hello, who is this?
Clarence.
Where are you calling from, Clarence?
Canton.
All right, congratulations. You're caller number 10. You're our very first finalist.
All right, thank you. My daughter will love that.
Awesome. Well, Clarence, I'm pretty sure you get Parent of the Year if you win. But you're now in the running to possibly go see Olivia Rodrigo on her Guts World Tour at Nationwide Arena in Columbus, happening on Friday, March 22nd. Tell everybody who just made you a finalist.
Good night, too.
There you go, Clarence from Louisville. Finalist number 1 for a chance to go see Olivia Rodrigo in Columbus with a hotel stay on March 22nd. That's the brand new contest we kicked off this morning. You're sitting there going, damn it, I wasn't calling number 10. You have another chance before we get off the air to become a finalist. Head over right now to the live video stream of the show on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Like the live video feed. Put that purple heart in the comments section, and you are entered. Lauren's going to randomly pick one of you at the end of the show, and we'll make you a finalist as well. So whatever you're doing, go do that right now. Now, coming for the 9 o'clock hour, we'll be talking to our weekly comedian that we're talking to. Ben Frank is coming to Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon. He's doing 2 shows tomorrow night. We're going to be talking to him around 9:15 this morning. He's going to be joining us on the phone, and we're going to give away tickets to his show, another night out of comedy we're going to hook you up with. That's all coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. Right now, it is Olivia Rodrigo and Bad Idea, right, on Q92. One of the funniest things I've ever as a child laughed at. And I mean, I laughed, stomach hurt, couldn't breathe. And I'll never be able to explain it to where you guys would understand how funny it was. I'll never be able for you to be there and understand, because if I explain it to you, like, oh, okay. My brother did not understand the concept of bumper cars.
Okay.
And
what did he like run from them?
My brother, my sister, we all got one. I don't know if he just thought you just drive around the little room.
Right.
And that's it.
And there happens to be a lot of accidents. I mean, what?
And we were doing bumper cars, and we were having a fun. And yeah, you get jerked around sometimes, but you can get hit hard.
Yeah.
You know,
of course.
We're in bumper cars, and my brother did not understand that people were going to hit him.
Oh, God.
He started crying and yelling at everyone that was hitting him. So, like, I'm over on the side playing with people hitting. I look over, and he's crying. Someone hits him, and he just goes, "Stop it!"
Oh, my gosh.
Stop hitting me. And I look over, my dad's dying. My dad's just dying laughing. Like,
not telling him that's
no,
the
I don't know
point.
how he could bumper cars. I don't know what part of that you don't understand.
I mean, did he not stand in line and like observe it before he got in the car?
He was pissed crying. He wasn't like,
right.
He was pissed crying. You know, when you're so mad, all you can do is cry.
Yeah, but did they like pile on him so he couldn't move? Because that's frustrating.
I don't know.
How old were you guys?
We were, all of us, maybe 8, 7, 8, 9. I don't know.
Who's oldest?
My sister.
Okay, and then you?
I'm middle.
And then Justin's the baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just, everyone was hitting him, laughing, and he's not even trying to drive. He's just sitting there yelling at everybody hitting him. He's just screaming at everybody hitting him. Stop it!
Oh my gosh.
I just don't remember looking over my dad.
That's
and my dad's,
hilarious.
like, slapping his hand, laughing. You know,
Yeah.
we're like, oh my.
Yeah.
He didn't understand bumper cars. I don't know what he expected from bumper cars.
I mean, is this something you don't let him live down, I take it?
No, I haven't brought it up, I don't think, ever to him.
No.
When I think about it once in a while, I'll still think about it.
And laugh?
Oh, God. It doesn't do it justice. If you saw it, you'd have been like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Didn't understand. And that's
No.
okay. That's okay. Saturday, we went out. We took the kids swimming at his grandfather's.
Oh,
and
that's
Jamie's,
fine.
her father's. We went over there and we swam.
Yeah.
Did that. Then, unfortunately, we tried to eat food afterwards. And I had 2 consecutive awful ordering experiences.
So, like, you DoorDash?
Where I went, no, we tried to go. It was, first of all, it was weird to begin with. Watch the time. Okay. It was weird to begin with because I suggested after swimming, hey, why don't we all just go get someone little? I don't want to go to like an expensive
right.
somewhere. I don't care if it's fast food or just a place that's quick, not that expensive. Let's just grab a bite while we're out. I was like, yeah. And then somehow we end up going to Mexican, which if you know me at all, you know I can't stand Mexican food.
I love it.
As far Mexican food as I go is Chipotle. So the whole time we're driving, I'm like, if this was my idea.
And it got hijacked.
And somehow we're going to a place where everyone knows I won't like any of the food. And I'm thinking there's got to be something, right? Got to be something.
No.
Maybe they have an American menu or some stuff. I know Don Poncho's has actually an awesome American menu.
Yeah, their fries are so good.
Burger, fried, grilled cheese. It's awesome. This place did not.
Okay.
So I decided, I was thinking, okay, I like Chipotle. What if I get a burrito? And I'm just very specific to the man. And I say, I just want steak and rice.
Yeah, simple.
Seems like, okay, that might work.
Right?
That might work. I didn't take into account that I was in an authentic Mexican restaurant. So I explained this to the gentleman, and he nodded many times.
I got it.
I said, just, burrito, just steak and rice. You don't want this. I don't want that. You don't want this. I don't want that. Do you want this? I don't want that. I thought I just said I wanted just steak and rice. In my head, I said this. I'm like, I thought I made this pretty clear.
I was going to say, did you say this to the waiter?
I said
that doesn't
steak,
sound like
and he just kept questioning other things that, like, I said I didn't want on it.
Right.
And I spent
He was making sure.
a good couple minutes going, no, just steak and rice. Just steak and rice. Do you want tomatoes? Just steak and rice. Do you want this? Just steak and rice. And somehow that wasn't working. So it comes out.
And it wasn't steak and rice.
First of all, my own fault. I probably expected to see something looking like a Chipotle burrito. And it came out like this very loosely wrapped, I guess, burrito, if you will. Now, first of all, there was cheese on the side and cheese drizzled on the top. I have no idea where the cheese came into the picture. After I spent 10 minutes saying, just steak and rice. Just steak and rice.
Well, but they love to garnish with their queso.
Just steak and rice.
And most people would appreciate that. Queso
I
drizzle.
looked at that and I felt bad because the girls both looked at me like, oh no. And I looked at my plate. I looked at them. I looked back at my plate. I just thought, here we go. Scrape off the cheese. For Thursday morning, 330-450-9292. Thank you guys for being with us this morning. We appreciate you having us on the radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com. And if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X, thank you as well. Don't forget, end of this hour, end of the show, we're picking one of you that went over and liked the live video and put a purple heart in the comment section. We're going to make you a finalist for our brand new contest. Going to see Olivia Rodrigo in Columbus with a hotel stay on March 22nd. So if you haven't done that yet, go do that right now. Also had a chance to talk to Shinedown. We played that interview for you here last hour between Brent Smith and Zach Myers of Shinedown. That video is posted on our Q92 YouTube page now. So if you missed it, want to go back and watch it, go to Q92 on YouTube, subscribe. You can check out all our videos, all our interviews, all our live shows, all that stuff. You can go check that out right now. We'll be posting it again later on our social media too. Now, coming up this hour here in a little bit, probably about 10 minutes, we're going to be joined by comedian Ben Frank. He's going to be in town performing at Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon. He's doing 2 shows Friday night, 2 shows on Saturday night, and we are going to give away 4 packs of tickets to his shows on Friday and on Saturday. The Friday show, we're going to give away on air, and the Saturday show, we're going to give away to people watching on the live video stream of the show. If you want to make sure that we see you and maybe select you for that, go over to the comment section, like the video of the live stream, go to the comments, put LOL or the laughing emoji in there, something that tells us you want to laugh.
Yeah, either will work.
And then we'll pick 2 of you and hook you up with 4 packs to his Saturday show. So that's coming up. Ben Frank will be joining us on the phones. Looking forward to talking to him. And we like hooking you guys up with these comedy passes because you know what? Like I said, we could all use a laugh. And maybe that's just what you need this weekend at Crackpot's Comedy Club. So that's what's coming up this hour. It's 7 after 9. It's Taylor Swift. Is It Over Now? It's Q92.
Hey, it's Keller from Afternoons on Q92. Tune in weekdays from 2 until 6 p.m. and come hang out. We've got amazing prizes, fantastic music. It's going to be a good time.
Got Christian and Lauren need a little advice.
All right.
And this might help Christian out someday, too.
Okay.
At what age do you think it's safe for your child to play sports? I would think that would depend on the sport a little bit.
I agree. I mean,
You're talking about like tackle football.
Yeah.
What my brother and his wife did is they got all three of their boys into flag football first.
Yeah.
They played flag football for years.
Yeah.
And then they transitioned in, I want to say like 7th and 8th grade, they went to tackle football.
Yeah.
Ryan just finished his 8th grade. Noah's going to be in 7th next year. My nephew Michael is playing in 8th grade next year. So that's kind of how, and then my other nephew Michael just started football. First sport he ever played, tackle football. But he's in 7th grade.
Yeah.
That was kind of, if you're talking that kind of contact sport, that was kind of the plan that my brother and his wife did. And I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Because you learn some of the fundamentals in flag.
Oh, I agree.
And in a less physical toll. And then you understand. So when you go to tackle football, you have
you learn the rules of the game, like really what the game's about. I think. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of organized sports. I think that.
I think they're great. I think they're great. And I'm sorry. I think they're great for socializing with and getting social skills. They're great for exercise.
Yeah.
Getting them off the video games and out of the house.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I think whether your kid shows an interest in soccer, baseball, softball, I agree. Because my son, I promise you, if he we'll ask him. I'll never force my kid. I will never force my kid. I will be, you and I think agree on this. If you sign up for something,
you've got to finish it.
You're going to see it through.
100%.
If when the season's over, you decide that's not for you, fine.
Yeah.
But if we're playing a season of, let's say, soccer, you're playing soccer.
Well, to me, a commitment's a commitment. You teach them that early on. Like, if you're going to commit to doing this and you say you want to do this, you have to follow through. Yep. Because, I mean, that's life. You have to follow through.
Rage Room, families that play favoritism, but then call the kettle black for other family members when they believe that they are also doing it for their own kids. Family favoritism. Sucks. I feel bad for my brother and sister.
You're on a roll today. You know your sister's listening.
I really do. They know I'm the best one. If there's one shining star of the children, they know who it was. They know it wasn't them. To the guy that passed me as soon as the railroad crossing bar goes up, how can you assume I'm not also late for work and in a hurry, asshat? Hey, listen, I'm for name calling as long as I can say it on the radio.
I wish I could be like, you know how they do the NFL mic'd up? I am like the worst. I need one of those for on days when I'm running late or someone's driving stupid, like close to me. My kids make fun of me all the time.
Hat does not get used enough.
Your sister said I need to take your booze away.
Booze. The Zoa. Rage Room, this country not having a law for maternity leave and having to go back to work too soon because you can't afford not to. Give it the times, USA. Rage Room.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's the hardest thing to go back to work and leave your baby the first time.
It's not easy.
Especially when you're not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like when you're not physically healed completely or, you're like lactating. And I only say that because it's a thing. Like, even if you're not breastfeeding, like you leak for a while.
Yeah. The older you get. Yeah. We're like old faucets when we get older. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about new moms.
I know. I'm talking about wieners. There's that old saying, you can wiggle, you can jiggle, you can do a little dance. The last 3 drops end up in your pants.
Yeah, that's gross.
You ever hear that, Jake?
Only from you.
Oh, well, there you go, dude.
But you have said it before.
Well, take it with you and use it in life.
Oh, I have already.
Have you done it?
Oh,
Yeah. And I repeat it to other people, and then everybody else knows what I'm talking about. I'm like, well,
because they've already all heard it. They're like,
No.
yeah. Oh, they haven't?
They haven't heard it.
Oh. I see. I've heard it.
Just trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
So yeah, happy birthday to her. 60 years young. So maybe not. Maybe not.
She is not 60 years old.
No, I made that up.
Yeah.
She's nowhere near that, but she's older than me. So enjoy your day. Like I always say, there's no one I'd rather have ignore my texts and phone calls than my sister.
I feel like her sister just does her own thing. She's just like, I'm good. I don't want to talk to him right now.
Then you get older, she's like, what? I'm like, oh, gee, I don't know. I can't remember at this point.
Oh, stop.
Thank God it wasn't an emergency.
Well, she's got a family and kids and
Yeah,
stuff.
so do I. I can answer my phone or text when one of my family members calls.
That's true.
Or text.
It's true. I'll give you that.
I got to, you know how much you got to keep an eye on an 8-month-old?
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
I can still pick up my phone. Half the time he has it.
Well, yeah. He lets you know.
I taught him high five yesterday. He learned high five today.
Oh, good.
Yesterday. He doesn't, he goes.
Real slow.
Yeah, he goes real slow. He claps.
Yeah.
I love how babies do the open finger clap.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't do the clap. They're like.
Yeah.
He does that. He loves to clap. He loves when you see him clap.
Mm-hmm.
But I taught him high five yesterday. Now he's just like.
Real slow.
Yeah. And it's funny because the third thing I've taught him that Jamie doesn't believe I taught him until she sees it.
Okay.
I'll be like, he does high five. He claps now. No, he doesn't. Jimmy, clap.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Jimmy does high fives now. No, he doesn't. I'm like, what?
Why don't you believe me? Right.
Please believe me. Like, yes, he does. I could see if I was like, Jimmy's driving now. I could see you'd be like, no, he doesn't.
I was just going to say, you should start being a little bit sarcastic and be like,
Jimmy knows geometry.
Right.
That makes sense to call me out and be like, there's no way he knows geometry. I think high-fiving and clapping, I think.
They're reasonable milestones.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
In fact, what is he not? He's 9 now. He just
9
turned 9 on the
months
7th.
Yeah.
Wow.
We lost power literally all of the time. Like one big gust, lights out. Like that's all it took. Yeah, done. We'd be done. We'd be sitting in the dark.
Jake, pretend you're the wind.
Oh, look, power went out. I don't know what.
That was performance art right there. That was Shakespearean. We should take that on the road.
What was that?
Yeah, Jake, you were just whispering. I said, be the wind. I have a secret.
But like when we moved, we switched power companies. We never lose power. Ever. I shouldn't say that. We lost it right before Christmas last year, and we were out almost all day.
When I lived in Alliance, I actually would lose my power a lot.
No, like legit. Like, how does this even happen? I want to see if you. Who did you have?
I'm not bashing them. I had Ohio Edison.
Oh, see, we have Ohio Edison now. We used to have.
I have Ohio Edison now still.
Yeah.
My place now, knock on wood, God don't jinx us. When a lot of places around us go out power, we don't.
Ooh.
Knocking on wood for that.
You're on like a secret.
I don't know,
grid.
but like we've been very lucky. Very lucky. My mom's goes out all the time.
Do you have well water?
No.
See, we do. So when we lose power, we don't have water at all.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, because then the pump can't pump it up from the well.
No, I understand.
Yeah. Just in case you didn't.
You see,
know
Christian,
that
what happens is. Yeah, all right. Finally, I had the answer. Waves right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake, we are hanging out with you here on your radio. We are streaming at Q92radio.com, and you can watch the show along on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and X. And it's Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. That means we are going to be talking to a comedian coming to Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon. We talk to the comedians, the performers, the headliners every week. Lauren's been a cool tradition on the show.
Yeah.
Give away tickets as well, because like I said, what better after a long week of work or whatever you're dealing with in your life than a night of just drinks and some good comedy, sit back and laugh for a couple hours. So we're pleasure to be joined right now by the headliner this week, and he's got two shows tonight, or Friday night, I'm sorry, and two shows Saturday night at Crackpots, and that is Ben Frank, who's joining us now live on the phone. Ben, thanks for taking the time to talk to us this morning.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. 4 shows in 2 days, man. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, it's the life of a comedian. You got to cram in the shows whenever you can. So I'm happy Crackpots is having me, and I'm really excited to perform for the lovely people of Ohio.
Yeah, you're a New Yorker coming here to Northeast Ohio. Some similarities in Ohio versus New York. Probably a lot of differences too, but maybe I don't know how often you've been to Ohio performing, but we're kind of like New York, just different.
Yeah, I mean, I've been through Ohio a couple of times doing comedy. I've really enjoyed it. I mean, I think it's really cool in Ohio. You get a nice like mix of people, just kind of from all over. Obviously, you get local Ohioans, but a lot of people move to that area from other places. So the shows are always a really interesting mix of folks. So I'm looking forward to kind of see who comes out next tomorrow and on Saturday.
Yeah, talking to Ben Frank, headliner this weekend, Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon. We'll be giving away tickets to those shows as well here in a few minutes. You're one of the more interesting comedians we've talked to as far as your story is very interesting. A New York-based comedian, but you are a comedian that has literally traveled the world.
Yeah, so my story is a little atypical because I started doing comedy in Shanghai, China.
I lived. How does that happen?
Right.
Good question. I'm not sure if we have enough time on this segment, but I'll get through it as quickly as I can.
All right.
So I lived out in China for 7 years. I moved there to work for a real estate developer in Shanghai, but I spent most of my time in China working for the NBA out of their Shanghai office. And so most of the time there, I was working for the NBA during the day, and then I started doing stand-up comedy at night and began touring around China and touring around Asia. And then gradually comedy kind of overtook my day job with the NBA, and the comedy became the primary focus.
That's really interesting. I mean, to be overseas working for the NBA and then decide while you're there to say, I'm going to pick up and I'm going to give it a shot at stand-up comedy, but not at my home country, across the other side of the world. I'm going to try. I mean, that's interesting. That had to take some guts. How did the beginning go?
Well, it was interesting. The two are actually tied together. So when I first started working for the NBA, they had this event probably a couple months after I began there. And it was just this event where everyone in the company got together, the different departments kind of gave speeches about what their goals were for the fiscal year. And they wanted to break up the day by having an employee talent show. And I signed up for the talent show even before I thought of what I would do. I was just a new employee. I wanted to participate and, be a part of everything. And at some point, someone was like, hey, can you do impressions? And I was like, oh, sure. So I wrote a set. I did some impressions, some of which were basketball related, some of which weren't. Some people knew what I was doing. Some people did not. So I bombed with some people, but the people who liked what I was doing really liked it. And when I heard those laughs, that first time, keep in mind, this is my first time ever performing was in front of for 150 colleagues. This was just getting those laughs kind of made me realize, I might, let me try to go to some open mics. Let me see what this is like. And then from then it just kind of, it was one thing after another. And now I live in New York and do it professionally.
And one of the other really, really interesting things to learn about you very quickly is you did the first comedy special in Wuhan.
Yeah. So I was actually not just the first comedy special in Wuhan. I was the first comic to headline a show in Wuhan after their famous lockdown happened. So I was the first comedian to kind of go there, travel from another city, and headline a show after the city opened up in 2020. So the city opened up. I think it basically was closed for 76 days from January until April of 2020, and I went, I think, in early July 2020 to headline a show. I filmed it with a crew, put some of it on YouTube, so it's still up there. Ben Frank live in Wuhan. It's all old jokes, so you can go and check that out. And the stuff I'm going to be doing tomorrow and Saturday is totally different than what's on there. But that's true. I went out to Wuhan a couple times to do shows.
What was that like? Like what was the vibe there?
It's interesting because obviously from even as someone living in China at the time, trying to figure out exactly what was going on in Wuhan was kind of, in terms of the people and everything, was kind of a mystery to us as well. Even living in Shanghai. But when I got there in July, you wouldn't have known that all those crazy things had happened. It just, everything seemed pretty much normal. In the show there was weird. The people were weird, but let me tell you, the people there were weird before any of that stuff happened. So I don't know if it had anything to do with with COVID. And to be clear, I'm not saying the Chinese people were there. I'm saying the foreigners who lived in Wuhan were just weird people, because it's a strange place to choose to live if you decide to move to China. Most people would decide to move to one of the big cities like Beijing or Shanghai, where there's a lot going on. Wuhan is kind of, it's in the middle. It's in the middle of the country. It was very industrial. Before COVID, it wasn't really known for anything. It was already the punchline of a lot of jokes amongst people in China before COVID happened. And obviously that just multiplied a millionfold after all that went down.
Well, we really appreciate you coming on the show with us, Ben. We cannot wait for your shows Friday and Saturday this weekend at Crackpot's Comedy Club, and we are going to give away some tickets. How's that sound?
Oh, that sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. Sounds awesome.
All right, Ben, we appreciate the time. Interesting story, man. Looking forward to hearing your comedy this weekend, man. It's been a lot of fun hooking everybody up these tickets to these comedy shows, and it's going to be a fun one. He's got two shows, two tomorrow night at 7:30, and then at 9:30, I believe, or 9:15.
9:15, yep.
And then same thing on Saturday. So thank you, Ben. Congratulations on all the success, and I look forward to the shows this weekend.
Great. Thank you so much. Really
right.
appreciate it.
All right, Ben Frank is going to be headlining over at, wow, he did a show in Wuhan.
I know.
Can you imagine that?
I can't imagine half the things he's done. He literally jumped out of the United States, was working in China, was over there right after the lockdown. I know. He's had just such an illustrious lifestyle where he went from real estate development to the NBA to comedy to,
Yeah. No, you could say he's lived more than me.
Yeah, me too.
He's lived a little more life than me.
Little bit.
I can't imagine living.
Which means he's probably got some really great stories to tell.
Yes, and he'll be there tomorrow night. As a matter of fact, you want to go see Ben Frank? We got 2 4-packs to give away to his show tomorrow night. The 7:30 show. We got one for the 7:30 show, one for the 9:15. We're going to give those away right now. If you want to go, give us a call, 330-450-9292. We're going to hook you up with a 4-pack of tickets to go see Ben Frank live at Crackpot's Comedy Club tomorrow night. And later on at the end of the show, we're going to give away 4-packs to his Saturday show as well. So go over to Facebook, YouTube, and X, like the live video feed in the comment section, put the LOL or the laugh emoji in there so we know you'd like to hear some comedy, see some comedy, and we're going to hook 2 of you up at the end of the show as well. It is 9:31. Little Texas Hold'em, Beyonce, it's Q. When I was younger, I would set an alarm for like 1:30 a.m. so I could wake up and realize I still have 5 more hours of sleep.
Are you serious? I mean,
That is awesome.
I will say it is a little serendipitous, like when you wake up to go pee and you're like, I know my alarm's going to go off in 30 minutes, and you find out you have 5 hours of sleep left.
That is a fantastic text.
That's awesome.
You literally wake up to let yourself
They
know
created that for themselves.
you've still got hours of sleep. That might be the best thing I've read this morning. My alarm is set for 5:30, and I hit a 5-minute snooze every 5 minutes until 6.
Okay, so half an hour of this up and down, up and down. Wake up, doze, wake up.
I wake up every morning. The alarm clock is 5:45 to the music and sounds of Q92.
Aw, well, thanks for waking up with us.
Crypto Dad here. My son, who is a sophomore, just told me he sets an alarm for 6:30, then another one for 6:32, then for 6:35. He gets up, eats breakfast, and sets another alarm for 6:55 so he can go back to sleep after eating a quick breakfast and wakes up at 6:55.
Oh, my gosh. That's a lot.
Oh,
he actually
my God.
gets himself out of bed and eats. And then goes
and then
back
gives
to
himself
bed.
more time to go back to sleep. This is fantastic. This is a great social experiment we're having right
Yes, it is. I see.
now.
Jake,
Work
I sent
here
you
afterwards, and then I'm going to find out if I need glasses.
You almost look like a teenager. Okay, so
I just went last week and got the puff test, someone said. So you were, how old did they say to get glasses? You
it
wear
was at the
contacts now?
beginning. Yeah. It was.
How do you put that on your eyeball?
I don't know. I can
That would
touch my
freak
eyeball all
me
day
out.
long.
So I'd be afraid I would miss and like get it stuck in the corner of my eye somewhere in my body.
The worst is when it gets folded and it gets stuck up here in your eyelid. And you've got to like work your eyelid to get it to come out.
Man, I'm telling you, no. Give me glasses.
You know what is ridiculous? You and my husband. If he has to touch his eyeball, like
If you went like this, to me, I'd just go
physically
like this. I'd be like, oh my God, like closing my eyes, rubbing them.
Yeah,
you can't come close to my eyes.
No, that's how Tony is.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the one time he got pink eye from the kids when they were little, I literally had to like hold him down. He has like lids of steel. I had to pry his eye open to get that eye drop in there.
I get that.
This is Christian in my glasses. If you're watching the live stream, this is Christian wearing my glasses like a month ago. Remember that when I wore my glasses to work? You're like, let me see it.
Yeah.
Because you knew at that time that it might be necessary.
I got my eyes done yesterday, and yes, they do the glaucoma test. I was diagnosed with glaucoma at 23. Wow, that sucks. I'm sorry.
See, he doesn't look bad, guys.
What happens if they need to dilate your eyes? And I'm driving on instinct.
Oh, that is the worst. They didn't, the first time they did
No, they
that
would
to
have
me.
told me. I'm sure they would have said, hey, have someone drive you down.
Well, they gave me sunglasses. They're like, you'll be fine. Just be careful with your speed because it's hard to focus up close. They were not kidding. I could have been doing 85 the whole way home. I couldn't see the dashboard. I couldn't see the dashboard. I could see the road.
Mine hasn't puffered me the last 3 exams.
Well, you're so lucky because I hate that stupid test. They have to laugh at the expressions on people's faces because I jump every time. I want to be like.
I just remember him showing me the x-ray of my eyeball, and I was like, holy cow. Because I hadn't been to an eye doctor in ever.
Yeah.
Until like last year when I got on Jamie's.
In ever. You never went?
How long was it before I went to a dentist? Till like a year ago.
That's true.
Now I'm like, they love me now. Last time I went, he was
the dentist?
Oh, yeah. Last time I went, he's like, I'm really surprised like how good your mouth is now compared to when you came in.
Well, that's because you're on their wall of fame. Of course they love you. You're like their biggest walking testimony.
I was. It was like
they're like, Christian's here.
It was like digging out fossils from granite. Look, a tooth. Jake, do you ever play golf?
One time in my whole life.
Enjoy it?
Like not mini golf, like golf.
Golf.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't the best time. I would go again just to drive the golf cart around, but
Isn't that the best?
yeah.
What about darts? You play darts?
We used to it in the basement when we were kids, but I haven't played darts in a minute.
Okay. Did you play any sports in high school?
I ran cross country 8th grade in the freshman year, and then I quit.
Why'd you quit?
I just didn't like running, and I also didn't like the booty shorts and the
booty shorts.
18 people showering at the same time in camp. It was a very
Jake's like, I'm out.
What the hell camp
This
were
is
you
way
at?
Too much.
That's what
Jake,
happens
what
at cross
camp were you at?
That's what happens at the Jackson cross country camp. Ask anybody.
I don't want to. Wait. Wait.
Booty shorts and shower.
Booty
Community
shorts
shower.
and group showers? I mean, we had that for football.
The only time I ever
But that was
had-
after we played a football game. Everybody was dirty, muddy. They didn't have like individual like showers.
Wait, you guys all went in one big shower room?
Yeah.
Naked?
No, in scuba gear. Yeah, yes, naked. It was a shower.
Do you have that weird kid that had wandering eyes?
No, I got kicked out. Text message. Sounds like fun, Jake. Wait a minute now. I apparently I'm in the same club as Jake, but wouldn't think cross country.
Well, it's like a competition. They want to see how many people can fit in the same shower together.
Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. Forecast for Mark Johnson coming up on Q92. My late great grandma was almost 80 years old with predominantly brown hair. Still, I'm praying I get those genes. Listen, I'm praying that my son has the hair traits from my fiance.
Mhm.
Her father, 59 years old. First of all, you'd never know it to look at him. You would never in a million years say you're 60 years old.
Right.
And absolute full head of hair. I mean, like even the hairline still
solid.
Yeah, it's not like back
like
a little bit.
A fortress of hair.
Thick as hell. Now it's salt and pepper, more salt now than pepper.
Yeah.
But I mean, the guy's 59, and I'm telling you, gorgeous head of hair.
Oh,
gorgeous hairline.
Good for those guys.
I'm like, come on, Jimmy.
Tiffany over on Facebook said her ex-husband had gray at 19. He's 43 now and is full gray.
I had a friend started in his 20s, and by 30 he was
that's
salt and pepper.
Yeah, my friend Angela. She poor girl. She would be like, I have to go get my hair done like a couple days before your wedding, otherwise the silver's going to show. I'm like, you have grays already? She's like, oh, I've been dyeing my hair every 4 weeks, for a while.
Well, all right, let's all be honest with ourselves right now. How old were you when you started realizing something was going gray? How old were you?
Or something was going in general.
Mine was around probably 40, 41, 68. So like around, yeah. But then after I got COVID,
yeah.
Hey, Santa.
And I haven't found one yet.
And Lauren, look at her. She's 28. Nothing. Nothing.
I wish. I am 41 though.
Is it normal to have gray hairs at 34? I think it can happen anytime.
Yes, absolutely.
So we got 34 on the text line right now. Got my first gray when I got pregnant with my first at 19. Now 28, and every month I got to dye my hair. We got 19 on the board.
Yeah.
35 is when I started. 35 on the board. 16, damn family genes. Nothing you can do.
It happens.
Well, I mean, you could die.
I mean, that's like the whole balding thing too, though. Like, when did you notice your hairline going?
My hairline, I think we've talked about this. My hairline wasn't necessarily going. I had a spot in the back in the right corner, and it was slowly. I didn't have like a.
But when did you first notice that?
Mid-20s.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately for me.
Okay.
But that's when, like I said, when I realized what was coming, and I realized there's nothing I could do, that's when I bicked my head.
That was my brother-in-law.
And my buddy Muckle makes me feel good every time. He goes, that was so smart. He goes, because no one really has any memory of you balding.
Yeah.
He's like, you just went from hair to big tat. Q92 coming up. Getting close to the end of the show. And that means what? That means we're going to be getting a finalist for Olivia Rodrigo from someone that went over to the live stream and liked the video and put a purple heart in there. Also, you go to the live stream, put a LOL or a laughing emoji in there. We might hook you up with some comedy tickets for Crackpots this weekend as well. That's coming up. The show's going to be over here in about 18 minutes.
Yes.
And shortly after that, pretty much right after, the three of us are going back to the conference room. So a tiki talk.
Yeah.
About a conspiracy theory going on. You're probably thinking, oh, Kennedy assassination.
No.
COVID. No. Much more important. There is a conspiracy theory on TikTok that if you eat a pretzel with a grape, it tastes like fried chicken.
Not at the same time, though, right?
You're supposed to go pretzel, then grape.
Okay.
There are a million videos of this on TikTok. I am 110% skeptical.
Yeah, I keep getting it in my feed.
I do not believe there is any human way that a grape's taste and a pretzel's taste would merge together to taste like KFC.
Yeah, but what if it does? How cool is that?
Well, we're going to show you live because the three of us are going to go back to the conference room.
Yeah.
And we are going to do it. And we're going to go live back on Facebook again. And we're going to do it. And we're going to see if it's true or not.
Yeah, and what fun it is. I mean,
So-
if it did work, I mean, it would kind of be a fun experiment to do with your kids, too.
If you're like, is it true? We'll let
We'll
you
find
know.
out. We don't know.
We'll let you know that it's either true or a bunch of BS.
Yeah.
My vote, I am going in as Sam skeptical.
Same.
Skeptical Sam.
Yeah, it seems weird.
Or no way Nick.
Jake, how do you feel?
I feel the same way.
Like there's just
Skeptical.
no way,
way.
right?
Yeah.
There's no way in hell.
So we're all going in to like debunk this.
Yeah.
All right.
Our plan is to prove that this is not true.
Yeah.
And don't do it because it's not going to taste like fried chicken.
And we'll waste your time for you.
That's right.
Let us try it and we'll let you know.
That's why we're here. So when the show's over, we'll be going live on Facebook very shortly afterwards to do that test for you. Then don't forget also, if you want more viewing pleasure today at 11 a.m. on
Yes.
Facebook, YouTube, and on X, make sure you watch for Downtown with the Diva, where Nicolina will be telling you with our friend Mike Sturdivant everything going on in the city of Canton and Stark County this weekend. Looking for something social to do, looking to get out of the house and do something every Thursday at 11 o'clock right here on the station and live on, like I said, Facebook, YouTube, and X. They get together and they let you know what you can do. They help you plan your weekend.
Yeah, they do. They've got the scoop.
They got the
if you will.
scoop on all the events, maybe something you didn't even know was going on. Like, well, now I got my weekend plans.
Yeah.
There you go. That's coming up. Right now it said Sheeran, Justin Bieber. I don't care. It's Q92. So I have allwomenstalk.com. Go there every day. And it had kind of the 9 main reasons that people call off weddings. The things that can happen that can make you call off a wedding.
Okay.
Then I went down a hilarious rabbit hole on Reddit. Sometimes Reddit threads are fantastic.
Oh my gosh. I've spent way too much time reading comments
And-
on Reddit before.
And I just put Reddit thread why you called off wedding, and it was like boom, 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 boom,
Oh
boom.
yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So first, I'm just going to quickly go through what these are, and they're kind of vague, but I don't want to read 8 paragraphs to you guys.
Sure.
So number one of the I don't know if they're in any particular order, but one of the reasons people call off weddings: deep uncertainty about the wedding. Is
Well,
it
like-
cold feet or is it true uncertainty?
Like, why did you say yes then?
Pressure. People feel pressure. I believe that. I believe people
guess.
feel pressure.
I always felt bad for the people that did the super public proposals because what if she was like, whoa, it's slow roll. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's awkward.
Another one, you have a gut feeling this is not right. Again, this is from allwomenstalk.com.
Always trust your gut.
Your gut's just telling you this is not right. Something's
Then
not.
probably it's not.
Number 3, which to me should be number 1, pressure. If you feel pressured to get married, that's not good.
I could see that. I've known
That's
several
not
people
good.
that maybe have gotten pregnant and had some pressure from their family to make it official or, something along those lines. So it's like, I get that. Because that doesn't mean that it's always right. I know somebody who had a child with their high school sweetheart and parents on both sides were like, you need to get married.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they're great co-parents. They're just not great together.
You I'd rather you be great co-parents than miserable parents together.
Like they get along fine.
Show your kids nothing but fighting and stuff as they grow up.
Yeah.
Unresolved issues in the relationship. Things that are going on between you guys you haven't fixed yet. You haven't gotten to a compromise, not an agreement.
Yeah.
And you're still going to get married anyway with those things still lying there.
Sure.
Number 5, this is fair, cheating.
Yeah.
Cheating's probably a good reason to call off the marriage.
That would be number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say cheating followed by pressure.
Yeah.
Number 6, you're rushed. The whole thing feels rushed. Listen, when that marriage train gets going down the tracks, whoo, it can be tough to slow that baby down. And it can feel like you can't get off.
Right.
The train.
Christian.
Number 7, too many differences between you two. Too many differences.
I don't know. I just feel like you would know that before you got engaged.
I had a friend, dated a girl for 9 years.
Yeah.
Always off and on. Always off and on. They got married. It lasted 6 months.
Yeah. All right. That was your sign, though. Those several breakups.
First of all, you guys broke up a million times.
Right.
You dated for 9 years, but you just got married. Oh, that'll fix everything.
No, because once you get married, it's way harder to walk away.
That is I Don't Care right here on today's hit music. It is Q92, and we are getting close to the end of the show, so you know what that means, everybody, don't you?
Oh, yeah. If you haven't done it yet, you need to get over to Facebook, YouTube, or X if you want a shot to be our very next finalist to see Olivia Rodrigo on her Guts World Tour at Nationwide Arena in Columbus, March 22nd. Drop a Purple Heart in the comments if you're interested in attending that show, and you'll be entered to become a finalist here in just a few minutes. Plus, we're also giving away tickets to see comedian Ben Frank at Crackpot. This is for Saturday night, March 9th, 9:15 show. If you want to go, drop a laughing emoji. We're going to pull some finalists here coming up in just a few minutes.
On Q92.
Morning, people, wake up.
Anyone got a crazy work story or something their boss asked them to do? I don't want to get names or nothing. I'm not trying to get anyone sued but anyone got any weird requests from their job that made you go, what? I guess the closest thing I got, and I've told this story, I think, over the years a couple of times. I applied for summer help when I was going to YSU. Make some money on the side, some money off tuition.
Yeah.
They were like, and I always wanted to work the parking decks. Because anytime I saw the parking decks, it was just some kid chilling with his phone or a book. Boop, hit the button, lower the gate, open the gate. You know what I mean? I was like, that looks like the easiest job in the world.
Right.
So it was right after spring classes went out. It was summertime. So a lot less people on campus, obviously, only people taking summer classes. Not nearly as busy. You could even say a little dead at the time. I go in day one. I go to the building I'm supposed to report to, and they hand me a walkie-talkie and gloves. I'm thinking to myself, gloves? They go, all right, you're going to go here. Chris, you're going to go here, and you're going to be mulching and raking. And I go, no, I'm sorry. I applied for I was the parking deck. I'm going to work the parking deck. And they go, oh, yeah, no. Parking does landscaping in the summer. Excuse me? Yeah, parking, they do landscapes. Like, that was not told to me.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah, they do. Huh. Is that a problem? And me being the bitch I am? No.
Right.
So I worked for a day and quit the next day. I went home and called them immediately and said, I will not be coming in tomorrow. I'm quitting.
Oh.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Well, I was supposed to work the parking deck.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I'm mulching the campus.
I guess so.
If I'd have signed up for landscaping, yes.
But you didn't have any friends that did it previously,
No.
or you didn't know anything about that?
It just looked like the easiest job in the world. It said that it was open for the summer. I was like, I'm going to hit that button all day. Boop, pull on in. Boop, see you later. No, they were like, you're going to mulch the campus.
Yeah.
So I quit out of principle and laziness. Any of you guys ever stay at your one-night stands? Because I wouldn't.
No, I'd be like, bye.
I never did. Not that I had a ton, but I mean...
Oh, you...
I was single for how long?
I know.
Why is it like it shocks? Why is that shocking?
I don't know. I'm going to say something it's going to sound really mean. I really don't mean it to.
Well, usually that's like no offense, but
I just feel like I would never see you having a one-night stand because I think you're a really nice guy. And I'm not saying that you're not a nice person if you have one-night stands.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that sometimes that's like a little bit jerky. Like we use each other by, like on both sides of the fence, male and female.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I just think you're too nice to have that.
I guess not with like a stranger, I guess. So maybe I didn't. It was people I knew, and we decided mutually, like,
okay,
hey.
That is different. I just mean like meeting someone, using them for that, and walking away. To me, I could never see you doing that.
No, I had a couple mutual, let's use each other.
Okay.
Until one of us
met somebody and had to discontinue usage.
Mm-hmm. Basically, yeah.
Okay, but that's fine. See, to me, that's not a one-night stand. That's hooking up.
That's fair.
Friends with benefits.
I accept that.
Okay.
I accept that. Yeah, that's probably what I did more. I was not a seductress out at the...
Well, I'm just saying. I don't know. I mean, do you see what I'm saying, though? Like, it's
I
kind
feel
of...
like that's better. If you could get someone to agree to that.
I agree, but I'm talking true one-night stands is like a little...
I guess I didn't. I know you didn't.
No, I didn't.
But no, I guess I don't think, looking back, I mean, even like, I'm trying to think like college, like where I met someone... does making out at a wedding count?
That's all you did was make out?
Yeah.
One night tongue stand?
Yeah, I guess that's not a stand at all. We didn't even, no, I never, oh my God, I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. You're too nice. Like,
no! I never did.
Listen, I'm not trying to take your man card or anything. I'm just saying.
I never had a one night stand. I really don't think I have now. What a revelation.
You're welcome.
Right here on today's hit music. It is Q92 954. That's going to about do it for us here. Before we get out of here, though, it's time. You guys went over, you checked out the live video stream, you liked it, you put the purple heart in the comments section, and now it's time to randomly pick one of you and make you a finalist for our brand new contest with Olivia Rodrigo. Who are we picking?
Today it is Brianne Amos. Brianne Marie Amos.
All right, Brianne, congratulations. You're now in the running. You now have a chance to go see Olivia Rodrigo in Columbus with a hotel stay later on this month. Congratulations. New contest. We kicked it off today. More chances to become one with Nicolina, with Keller this afternoon, and with Ryan tonight. So keep listening for that cue to call. We'll have more chances tomorrow as well in the morning show.
Yeah, absolutely. We also have a winner for the Ben Frank comedy show at Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon for Saturday night's performance at 9:15. Today's winner for that is Mark Miles.
There you go, Mark. Congratulations. All right, that's going to do it for us. Big thank you to everyone for listening to the show today on the radio, streaming it at Q92radio.com or watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Thank you to comedian Ben Frank for calling in the 9 o'clock hour. Thank you to Brent Smith and Zach Myers of Shinedown for doing that interview with us that you heard this morning as well. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Get you ready for the weekend. Get more Olivia finalists. We'll be talking to the Hall of Fame Village at 9:15. And, of course, Free Advice Friday. It's all going on tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Again, the three of us will be going on Facebook Live here in a minute.
Very shortly, yeah.
See if we can debunk this whole pretzel grape fried chicken conspiracy that's taking over TikTok. We're going to let you know live if it's true or BS. The three of us think BS, but we're going to let you know. We're doing the research. You don't have to.
Yeah. Thanks for waking up with us today.
Busy show. Fun show. Jake, before we let everyone go for the evening and Join them again on Facebook in mere minutes. So, would you like to say anything to our listeners?
Bye.
There you go. Morgan Wallen, thinking about me on Q92.